And good evening, Seminole fans, and welcome to another edition of Osceola Seminole Football here at Seminole Stadium. We are on the campus of Osceola High School for tonight's second round football game between your Osceola Seminoles and the Greenland Pirates. And folks, in the playoffs, we got to do some ads here. The AAA, the schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by the school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competition activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary, non-profit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools in Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the types of the program they believe to be most desirable for high school youth. And folks, again, we are on the campus of Osceola High School. We want to welcome everyone that is watching on the Seminole Nation Facebook page and YouTube page. And we also want to welcome everybody who is listening on the Sudbury Radio Sports app. And something new tonight, Bobby, we're on the flagship station.
Super Country.
Yes, Super Country 96.3. That is the flagship station for Sudbury Broadcasting, and we are excited that everybody who is listening to us tonight on the Sudbury Radio Sports app and 96.3. Bobby, our premier sponsor is First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas. Tonight we have two game sponsors that'll be sponsoring our game here tonight. As everybody knows, when you get to the playoffs, the AAA kind of takes over the playoffs, and it costs a little bit more money, and so we were very honored to have sponsors lined up for the rest of the game. You heard me. I said for the rest of the season because we predict that we will play for a state championship this year, so we're going to try to keep playing these games, and we'll have sponsors for them. Tonight's first sponsor of our game is the Haven of Northeast Arkansas. If you or someone you know are dealing with domestic violence situation, contact the Haven of Northeast Arkansas. The Haven provides emergency shelter to individuals fleeing domestic violence. In addition, the Haven assists with food, clothing, transport to necessary appointments, and support groups for its clients, as well as information on teen dating violence to local schools, all at no cost to the individual. Advocates are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help. The Haven of Northeast Arkansas, proudly serving Mississippi County for 23 years. And our other game sponsor tonight is Mr. Gary Tobar for State Representative District 55. Mr. Tobar is running for State Representative District 55, and his motto is raising the bar. Gary believes that we have more in common than differences. Gary wants to congratulate Coach Robert Hooks and the Osceola Seminoles on their 2019 conference championship and want to wish them good luck in the state playoffs. Go Seminoles from Gary Tobar, a candidate for State Representative for District 55. All right, Bobby, and we want to thank both of our game sponsors that are sponsoring us here tonight. I also want to thank all of our other sponsors that make sure that the Seminole Nation happens every week with the Coach Robert Hooks radio show and the Seminole Nation live feed on Facebook and YouTube. Tonight, Bob, we play the Greenland Pirates. And Greenland had a big win last week over Mountain View. I mean, it was just they just blew them out. I mean, it was a huge win over Mountain View, 54-24. So they come in here about 4 hours and 45 minutes away, and they're looking to upset the Seminoles here on our turf. And Bob, we talked a little bit about Greenland in our coaches show. They are coached by Lee Larkin. This is his 9th year at Greenland, 7-4 overall on the year, 4-3 in the conference. They are the number 3 seed from the 3A1. They have wins over Elkins, 31-20, Mountainburg 47-14, Mansfield 21-18, Cedarville 41-6, Paris 42-6, West Fork 49-0, and then we just mentioned in the first round of the playoffs, Mountain View 54-24. The losses came to Gentry 35-27, Charleston 35-28, Boonville 41-6, and Lamar 20-14. Overall, in 212 games at Greenland, they are 128-82-2. And folks, some notable games that we'll allude to, and this will be the only time I'll say it. Seminoles have played Greenland twice. 2012, we lost 28-14 at Greenland, and then in 2015, we lost 35-6 at Greenland. Folks, players to watch for the Greenland Pirates. Number 1, Gabe Wilson. He is a quarterback. He's got 1,804 yards passing on the season. Got 423 yards rushing. He can do it all from both passing and rushing. Junior number 5, Jet Dennis. He's got 1,205 yards rushing on the season. Number 16, Zaylen Bryant. He got 587 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. And number 38, number 25, that is senior Carter Goebel, 668 yards receiving on the year, 8 touchdowns. So, Bobby, they do a lot in the offense with a spread, and they also can power run you also.
They are a spread football team. They're going to come out 4 wide with a running back. They're RPO heavy. They're gonna take what the defense gives them. You'll see a lot of running out of number 5, Jet Dennis. He's a real fine running back, good ball player, and they're gonna read what Osceola gives them on the defensive front. You know, I'm sure we're gonna get a healthy dose of the inside zone. That's kind of been our Achilles heel all year. We've seen Osceola have the ability to stop that against Hoxie, against Newport, 2 high-powered offenses that we held well under their season averages. So you'll see Greenland come out and spread us out. But as far as speed, I think Osceola holds a distinct advantage in speed. And it's going to be tough to stretch the Seminoles sideline to sideline.
I agree. As you've seen on the live feed, the Greenland Pirates did win the toss. They deferred to the second half, so they're going to put the Osceola Seminole offense on the field. And you will see the Seminole offense here first from Greenland. Bobby, you got a kind of cool night. Winds blowing probably 8-9 mile an hour out of the north to the south. No rain. Like hopefully the rain's going to hold off and let us get this game in here tonight without the rain. But we will have to deal with a little bit of coldness here tonight.
Yeah, it's a chilly night. You know, Michael, it's a, you know, I don't, you know, Coach Hooks would rather defer to the second half. He'd like to have that option in the second half, but I don't think it's going to hurt his feelings to put his offense on the field first out here tonight. Come out and you punch the other team in the mouth and try to get something established. The Osceola's averaging about 346 yards a game on offense, and it is the absolute picture of balance. 176 yards a week in the passing or rushing game, and about 170 yards a week a game in the rushing game. So, you know, if Osceola can hold true to what they've done all year and play balanced football, eliminate the pre-snap penalties, and play with a discipline that we've seen some throughout this year, I think we're in good shape tonight.
Bobby, we want to welcome all of our fans that are tuning in from all over the United States watching Seminole football here tonight in the second round. We want to welcome our fans that are watching from Greenland. I know there are some listening on the Subway Radio Sports app, and we've got some going to be watching the live stream here tonight from Greenland that couldn't make the trip over here. Seminoles are on the field coming through the run-through, and they're ready to go. Both teams are about on the field. We've got about 45 seconds left here. Want to give a shout out to some of the people who are watching here tonight. Michael Tramble is watching from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I want to say thank you so much for watching us here tonight, Michael. I know that Claude Earl Lynch is watching us from way down in Gallatin, Tennessee.
I think Claude Earl's watched us about every week.
He is an alumni, Bobby, heck of a ball player when he was here at Seminoles. And he was a heck of a ball player for the Arkansas Razorbacks, I'll tell you that. Just a heck of a ball player. I'm glad he is watching us here tonight. We'll get to some of these here in a little bit and let everybody know.
You know, Michael, let's talk real quick about the game sponsors. We put this out a couple of weeks ago that we were going to have to pay for every game to broadcast to the AAA. Took about 2 minutes to get them all covered. That's the support that we've gotten from the community.
All right, here we go. And Greenland, they do attempt the onside kick, but they're not going to onside kick it. They come up and
fire alarm it, and now the ball's going off the tee.
Exactly. They're going to have to put it back on the tee. So we'll do this one more time. Kirk Merkel from Iowa. Go Seminoles. Thank you so much for watching us from Iowa. Once again, the ball fell off the tee again. Folks, if you're on Facebook, like us. That way we can see everybody who's watching us. Give us a shout out. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. And it's going to be an onside kick. It's going to be hit, and the Seminoles trying to jump on it. And I think the Seminoles do have it. They will have it about the 44-yard line. And we have a 1st and 10 for the Seminoles.
That's real good field position for the Seminoles to start the football game. A little surprise there that Greenland comes out and onside kicks the ball, but you never know when you catch a team off guard and get a nice start to a ball game. Osceola can come out now and use this field position to their advantage.
Give a shout out to our ex-superintendent, Mr. Michael Cox, retired last year. He's watching us in Branson, Missouri. Mike, good to see you watching us tonight, and look forward to giving you a good ball game. 3 wide receiver set for the Seminoles. Ball's at the 44-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here comes one man in motion. He's going to reset. We've got a whistle. I know. Going to throw it. It is complete to Dan Newsom. He's across the 45, across the 50. Going to go across the 48 to the 47-yard line. And I think it'll be a 9-yard gain. Be 2nd and 1, Bobby.
It's a nice little bubble screen there outside, and you saw the cushion that the defenders were giving Dan Newsom out there. And Coach Hooks is going to take that all night. If they'll give him that 8 or 9 yard cushion, we're going to take it. I think the officials may have missed an offsides there. It probably should have been a free play, but they didn't throw the flag. So
that's what I was trying to get out, Bobby. 2nd and 1. Shotgun formation once again. MJ Vance is your quarterback. We've got one man going to reset. One man goes into motion. And there is a snap. They're going to give it to number 5, Brandon Johnson. He's going to get across the 45 down to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Seminoles.
There's a lot of window dressing there, Michael. You had a couple of motion. You had A.J. Harris going motion, Dan Newsom going motion, come back across the formation with an inside zone. Brandon makes a good run to pick up the 1st down.
Ball sent at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for Osceola. 3 wide receiver set once again. There is a snap. Going to throw complete to Trey. Oh, it's going to be incomplete, and I kind of jumped it there for Dan Newsom, and it's going to be incomplete.
That's wide open. Dan's out there in the slot. The outside linebacker for Greenland has coverage on him, and he's 5 yards inside of Dan and about 5 yards off the ball. That's wide open. Dan's got to make that catch. That could have been a big gainer.
So it will be 2nd and 10, sitting at the 43-yard line of Greenland. We've got 11-17 left in the first quarter. 0-0 is your score. 2 wide receivers set this time. Shotgun formation. Running back Brandon Johnson is going to reset. And now we've got a whistle, and it's going to be a false start.
MJ's looking for the snap there, and I don't think Bill Estelle had the count down. He's looking for the ball to come out, and it didn't come out. That's one of the few times this year we've seen Osceola come out in 12 personnel. Got two tights there and 2 wide receivers, and it looked like they were going to try to power the football.
2nd and 15. Ball's now sitting at the 48-yard line of Greenland. 2 wide receiver set one more time.
Got the 2 tight ends again, but AJ's he's a split out almost in the slot now. He's moved in.
There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. Trying to try to go deep. Trying to get Trey Moore, and it's almost picked. Almost picked.
I don't see how that's not a flag, Michael. They're number 16 on the defense. He looked to me like he impeded Trey's ability to get to the football. I thought Trey had him there.
Going to break up a 3rd and 15 on the home run ball. That time, you can tell Greenland had seen that before because they doubled Trey there. 3rd down, 3rd and 15. Again, the ball is sitting at the 48-yard line. We've got to get to the 33. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. It is thrown complete to Greg Hooks. He's across the 45, 40-foot race to the 30, 35, 30, 25, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. Big pitch and catch between MJ Vance and Greg Hooks, Bobby.
I got to tell you, there's some good blocking out there by Dan Newsom. That ball is just a wide receiver screen out there. You got 2 out there to block. Again, Greenland is giving that coverage. Zaylen Bryant, number 16, makes a touchdown-saving tackle. But if they're going to give us that cushion, we're going to take it.
Ball sitting at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Seminoles. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation. There is a snap. He's going to throw complete to Greg. He is across the 20, across the 15, 10, 5, stretching it out. Touchdown, Seminoles. But we got a flag at about the 17-yard line.
They're going to get us for a block in the back. I think Chris Littleton came out and made a block there. Dan on the same play, wide receiver screen. Dan makes another excellent block to spring Greg, but Chris came out and just got the got the other cornerback in the back. That's what we've talked about, Michael. Those penalties right there. You got to be smarter than that. That Chris makes that block behind the play. Greg's already upfield, so
I'm sure they'll get that corrected here. Ball sent at the 27-yard line. Repeat first down, so we will still have the first down. About 16 is what you're looking at, 1st and 16. 3 wide receivers set, shotgun formation. MJ Vance is your quarterback. Hey, there is a snap. Going to look to throw. He's going to throw, and it's just way behind Trey, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Just a timing problem there between MJ and Trey. Trey didn't come out of his break. MJ lets the ball go. It's wide. That play had potential. Again, Greenland continues to give the wide receivers about an 8 or 9 yard cushion. I think that's something that Osceola can take advantage of all night. Clearly, Greenland is concerned with the speed of Osceola's wide receivers.
Seminoles are looking to the sideline. 2nd down and it's about 16. Got to get all the way to the 11-yard line. 3 wide receiver set, shotgun formation. And we got a whistle. And I think we have false started again. And Bobby, I don't know. I mean, Seminoles are looking like they're trying to run a different formation and just not so much as being confused. They're just a little out of sync.
Yeah, they're coming out in 12 personnel. They're coming out in 12 personnel and 2 tight ends and.
I think we got a timeout on the field, so we'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Osceola Seminole football. We're back in 1 minute. And welcome back, Seminole fans. We got a man wide open down at the 5-yard line. That's going to be Dan Newsom, I believe. And we've got a good play all the way down to the 5. That will be a 1st and goal at the 5.
That's a busted coverage, Michael. Nobody even paid attention to Dan. He comes out of a slot receiver position and runs up and runs a little flag out there, and nobody even looked at him.
Shotgun formation once again. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. 3 wide receivers set. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to try to run. He's going to get across the 5. He's trying to get down. He's going to get down to the 1-yard line, maybe the 2-yard line. Be 2nd goal from the 2. Quarterback sneak. Folks, sorry about getting you back late. We take a minute, but sometimes they take 50 seconds, so we apologize about that. 2nd goal from the 2.
And we're going to see a healthy dose of that tonight, Michael. We'll see those design quarterback runs with MJ. He feels a little bit better this week. He's had that extra week to rehab. And
he's going under center, Bobby. He's crossed the goal line, and that is a touchdown, 2-yard touchdown run for MJ Vance. And the Seminoles lead right now, 6-0.
And right there, you see the power of MJ Vance. He just gets in behind that big offensive line, Kenyon Troop and Bill Estelle, and then steps into the end zone. A good start to the football game for Osceola. If you take away a couple of penalties, it's a nice drive on the opening drive of the football game.
Seminoles going to attempt the extra point. Jacob O'Kane. There's a snap. Hold is down. The kick is up. And it is good. 9:46 left in the first quarter. Osceola 7, Greenland 0. We'll take a timeout. Let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. MJ Vance just scored on a 2-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good. Seminoles lead 7-0 with 9:46 left in the first quarter.
Michael, I think we've got a freshman kicking off.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
Number 34, Logan Slayton, who I believe is a freshman, has a big leg, but he mishit that.
Now Seminoles just got to get on it. Oh, my goodness. They had an opportunity, Bobby, right there, onside kick, and they ran right by it.
Yeah.
Oh, that could have been big. He kicks it off the side of his foot, and it wasn't designed, but we run right by the football.
If he intended to kick that his own side, it was about as well kicked as it could have been. It bounced up just like you want. It took one hop and high, and I don't think the front line of the coverage team was looking for it.
Look at here, Bobby. 5 wide receivers set for the Greenland Pirates. Quarterback's in the shotgun. He's got a one-man to his right. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to throw right across the middle, and it goes right off his hands and incomplete. Intended for number 11. That's Ethan Gilbert.
He's got to catch that football. He's standing by himself wide open. He runs just a 5-yard stop. We're going to see that all night from Greenland. They're going to come out in 4 wides and a single setback. They're going to RPO the football.
3 wide receivers set this time. Gabe Wilson is your quarterback. He takes the snap. He's going to give it to number 16. We got a whistle. And it's going to be offsides against Osceola.
I think he was lined up offsides, Michael. Looked like Chris Littleton. He just looked like he was just had his head across the football. Again, these are the things that we've talked about that, a highly disciplined Greenland football team will capitalize on this. They've got to stop the pre-snap penalties.
2nd and 5. Ball is going to be marked at the 44-yard line of Osceola. Gabe Wilson gets the call in from the sideline. He comes running in. Going to have 3 wide receivers set. Bryant is your lone running back. There is a snap. He's going to give it to Bryant. Bryant's going to get outside. He's trying to get outside. He's hit at the 40. He's still going 35 and down to about the 34-yard line. And we got a flag at the end of the play. We'll see what that flag's for. Face mask. It's going to be face mask.
Against Greenland. They're motioning toward Greenland.
I don't know. No, that's face mask against Osceola.
It was against Osceola, but the line judge over there was motioning the other way. He may have just been confused.
Ball's down the 29-yard line. Greenland right now is having no trouble moving the football against the Seminole defense. Shotgun formation once again. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it this time. He's across the 25, down to the 20-yard line, close to a first down, and I think he's going to give him 9 yards. We'll just see where the ball is marked at.
And there it is, Michael. That's that RPO. They're reading the defensive end there. Chris Littleton comes across and takes the running back. Quarterback pulls it and runs the football.
2nd and 1 from the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation once again. There is a snap. It's going to be a toss sweep. He's going to get across the 20. He's going to hit at the 19. They're going to push him back. I think they're going to give him the 18-yard line. That'd be enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Greenland Pirates inside the red zone.
A good one-on-one tackle there by Brandon Johnson. Brandon came up and met the running back there right at the edge and was able to hold him there for a minimal gain.
Ball sitting at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 for Greenland. You can hear this crowd getting behind their Seminole defense. 4 wide receivers set, shotgun formation. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, still looking to throw. He's trying to scramble now. He's going to get across the 20, right to the 19-yard line. We'll just see where they mark the football. They're going to give it to him at the 19, so that's going to be a loss, Bobby, 2nd and 11.
That's good pressure there by A.J. Harris off the edge and Chris Littleton up the middle. Quarterback Gabe Wilson never had an opportunity to set up and read the defense. He was under pressure from the snap. Shotgun
formation one more time, 2nd and 11. There is a snap. They're going to give it to 5. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's hit at the 15. He's going to go down to the 14 to the 13-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and about 5, Bobby.
And Wilson rode the running back that time all the way up to the line of scrimmage before he pulled it and kept it. Again, he's reading the defensive end and see if they're crashing down toward the running back or toward him or trying to take the running back on the inside zone. That's what he's looking for in that decision, whether or not to keep the football.
3rd and 5, shotgun formation for the Greenland Pirates. 7:33 left, 7-0 Osceola in the first quarter.
Seminoles playing press coverage, Michael. You can see the difference here in our defense and their defense.
Going to have a timeout. Greenland's going to call timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. You're listening to Osceola Seminole football. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. 7:25 left in the first quarter. Osceola is leading 7-0, but Greenland is knocking on the door. They have the ball at the 13-yard line, 3rd and 5.
Seminoles going to have to concentrate right here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a hard count, try to draw them off sides to get this first down.
4 wide receiver set, shotgun formation for the quarterback. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's rolling to his right. He's got the running back out there, and it's going to be incomplete. Just did not get the throw. And I'll tell you what, their coach is livid over there because they called timeout to set that play up, and he just did not get the throw to him, Bobby.
And it was set up properly. That's just a wheel route there by the running back, and there's just a little bit of pressure in Gabe Wilson's face, and it forced him to throw the ball a little bit early, and he threw it off his back foot. He just didn't have the arm strength to get it out there where he wanted it.
4th down, 4th and 5. Big down here for the Seminole defense. 4 wide receiver set, shotgun formation for the quarterback. There's a snap. He's going to look to throw, still looking to throw. Quarterback's going to come up. They got to get him down, but he's going to get enough for the first down. He's going to be hit at the 5-yard line, go across at the 5, and that's going to be a first down for the Greenland Pirates.
The Seminoles again put great pressure on the quarterback, but Gabe Wilson uses his legs and gets outside and is able to scramble for a first down.
Ball's going to be sitting right outside the 5-yard line to the 6-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal for the Greenland Pirates at the 6-yard line. Two-man to the near side, shotgun formation. There is a snap. It's going to be a tall sweep, and they're going to get him in the backfield, and they got him hit. They're trying to get that ball out, and they're going to get him for a loss back to the 8-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line on the tall sweep.
And that's good defense by the Seminoles there. They read the toss and came up hard on number 16, Zaylen Bryant. I'm a little surprised, Michael. We haven't seen much of number 5, Jet Dennis, tonight in the backfield.
Shotgun formation once again. There is a snap. Going to read the option. They're going to give it to number 16. He's hit for a loss again. And boy, that was a mean hit, Bobby, right there.
Same thing we saw 2 weeks ago against Newport. Chris Littleton in the backfield. Could have taken the handoff himself, it looked like. Chris comes up big again.
Loss back to the 11-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 11. We've got 6:16 left in the first quarter. 7-0 is your score. Osceola leading. But Greenland is trying to put it in. 2 wide receivers to the far side, to the near side. Shotgun formation once again for the Pirates of Greenland. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it, and it is complete down to the 2-yard line. Bobby, that was a collision.
Yeah, Dan's looking to make a play on the football. He's thinking interception there, and he just met the receiver in the hole. It was a really good job by number 25, Carter Goebel, to hang on to the football.
So it's going to be 4th and goal from the 2-yard line, folks. Big down here. Either they put it in the end zone or they turn over on downs. That's only 2 things that can happen right here unless you have a personal foul. So here we go from the 2-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the near side.
And there's Jet Dennis in the ball game. He's probably looking RPO here, Michael.
And there's a snap. They're going to give it to 5. He's hit, and they're saying he's got in, and he is in for a 2-yard touchdown run. That's number 5, Jet Dennis.
And he's hit there. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage, Michael, and he spins off of that hit and is able to power into the end zone. That's why I'm a little bit surprised that he hasn't been in the football game a little bit more. He's a powerful runner. and they've rode him all year.
Number 2, Chase Smith, is going to be the kicker for Greenland. There is a snap to hold it down. His kick is up, and it is good. So with 5:12 left in the first quarter, Osceola 7, Greenland 7. We'll take a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. Greenland has just scored on a 2-yard touchdown run by number 5, Jet Dennis. Chase Smith's extra point was good. And we have a tie, 7-7 here from Seminole Stadium. 5:12 left in the first quarter. Once again, we want to thank our game sponsors tonight, the Haven of Northeast Arkansas, and Mr. Gary Tobar for State Representative District 55. Thank you so much for sponsoring our football game here tonight. Looks like an onside kick the way the kicker is set up. And it is going to be an onside kick, and Osceola will have the ball, but we've got a whistle. And we'll see what the whistle's for.
I think they're going to call Greenland offsides.
Now they're pointing our way, Bobby.
No.
I'll just tell you what
I don't know what a receiving team could do to get a penalty on a kickoff, but
I don't know.
They've moved it back 5 yards. It's offsides on Greenland. They got a head start.
I don't know why they point in different directions.
They did that a while ago on the face mask. Maybe they're trying to fool us and make us look bad.
We're going to move back 5 yards to the 35, and they're going to try this again.
That was a good play by Dennis Davis. He went up and grabbed the football. He didn't wait for it to go 10 yards, and that's what the Seminoles need to think about right here.
Kicker approaches the ball. He's going to kick it right down the middle of the field this time. Seminoles going to get it to 25, 30, 35, looking for a hole at the 35, the 40, 45, and he's going to be tripped up at the 50-yard line, 49-yard line, and that'd be great field position for the Seminoles. Trey Moore returns it to the 49-yard line.
He's an ankle tackle away from taking that thing to the house, Michael. He's had a seam there, and we all know how deadly Trey can be on those returns, punt returns, kickoff returns. He had an opening there, and he was just tripped up, or that thing probably would have went a lot further.
Seminoles just need to come out here and just let's play our offense. Let's just run our offense.
Got to eliminate the pre-snap penalties and eliminate the bad penalties and continue to move the football.
3 wide receiver set for the Seminoles. Shotgun formation. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to throw complete to Greg Hooks. He's at the 45, 40. It's a foot race to the 35. He's still trying to get down at the 34. So that's going to be a first down, 1st and 10 for Osceola at the Greenland 34-yard line.
I got to tell you, Michael, you got to give Dan Newsom some credit right there. That's the 3rd time on the same type tunnel screen play that Dan has made monster blocks. And he cleaned out the cornerback on that side and got Greg free.
Shotgun formation one more time. One man comes into motion. They're going to give it to number 5. That's Brandon. He's crossed the 15 to 20. Oh, he runs over a man at the 20-yard line. 15 to 10, down to about the 8-yard line. Boy, let me tell you something right there. Number 5 for Osceola, Brandon Johnson just laid the wood to one of the defenders. And look, here he comes holding that shoulder, though, Bobby. Goodness.
Yeah, his shoulder. He hammered Zaylen Bryant, but we've seen that play before, Michael. The same play they ran earlier in the game for a good gain. Brandon lowers his shoulder and punishes the linebacker for Greenland.
Ball sent to the 7-yard line. Quarterback's going to get it this time, and it's not going to go. He's not going to get nowhere this time. He's going to get a loss back to the 10-yard line. They knew that was coming. So when you get down here near the goal line, Seminoles probably going to have to change up their play calling.
Number 53, Brendan Carruthers, coming in from his defensive end position. He gets good penetration in the backfield. He meets MJ in the backfield and is able to get him down, get him on the ground for a loss on the play.
2nd and goal. Ball's at the 10-yard line. Shotgun formation. There is a snap. Gonna give it to number 23. He's across the 5. He's in for a Seminole touchdown, Bobby. That is Jonathan Stovall, 10-yard touchdown run.
Same play we've seen, Michael. We see the motion from the tight end coming out of the tight end spot into the H-back position, and then the jet sweep motion coming from the other side. I guarantee you that at some point tonight we're going to see them in that jet sweep and give that football to Dan Newsom.
Jacob O'Kane is going to attempt the extra point. There is a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is good. 3:33 left in the first quarter. Osceola 14, Greenland 7. We'll take a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. Seminoles kick a high end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce at the 20. He's going to finally pick it up and gets leveled. Oh, Bobby, he gets leveled by number 24 for Osceola. That is Jaden Brown. Woo,
Jaden came down there with some bad intentions.
Oh, man. Maybe that's going to wake the Seminoles up right there. We got, Seminoles laying the wood right now, folks. Greenland will have the ball first and 10 right outside the 22-yard line. Again, we want to thank the Haven of Northeast Arkansas for sponsoring, being a game sponsor here tonight, and also Gary Tobar, running for State Representative District 55. Thank you so much for sponsoring our live game here tonight. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the far side. There is a snap. Looking to throw. Now he's going to give it to number 5. He's hit. Great tackle behind the line of scrimmage back to the 19-yard line by Dan Newsom, Bobby.
That's Dennis Davis, Michael. Dennis Davis comes in from an outside linebacker position, hits him in the backfield.
He's second down, second and about 4. That's 14 for Greenland. The Seminoles did a good job there of playing good defense, and right now Greenland's trying to figure out which way to go. They're going to get reset up, 2 wide receivers to the near side, and they got 1 man that goes off. And right now we've got a whistle. And Osceola's going to take a timeout. So Osceola's going to take a timeout, folks. We're going to take a timeout with them. You're listening to Osceola Seminole football. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. We've got 2:47 left in the first quarter. Osceola 14, Greenland 7. Second down, second and about 14. Ball sitting on about the 19-yard line of Greenland. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Shotgun formation. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's going to now roll to his right. He's trying to find some room. Trying to get to the outside, and they're going to have him for a loss. Another loss. And let's see, loss is going to be back to about the 16-yard line.
That's good pressure. There's a flag on the play here, Michael.
They're going. We want to wave that off. Can you wave that off?
It should be a dead ball foul. A false start should be a dead ball foul, which means the play never happened.
Well, Osceola has declined it.
I don't think they're.
We'll take it.
I'd take it. I would too, because it's about 4 more yards.
Bobby, your second round in the playoffs. These referees are the best in the business. Hey, they know what they're talking about. We'll take it. Now, if we got one goes against us, we'll talk something different. Hey, we got third down. Third down for Greenland. About 16, looks like. 4 wide receiver set, shotgun formation for the Pirates. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. We got all day. Here he comes this way, and he's going to throw it, and he is just going to overshoot his wide receiver, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Good coverage there by the secondary, Bobby.
Good coverage to right there at the end. Zaylen Bryant had a step on Dan there. He was open. Quarterback just misses him. The pressure came late from A.J. Harris. Osceola playing a zone there, and A.J. just didn't have a receiver to hold and was able to step up and make the quarterback throw the football.
Greenland's in punt formation. Got to be real careful here. There's a snap. Going to go over his head, Bobby. It's going out of the back of the end zone. Well, we're going to see if it goes out of the back of the end zone. It's going to be a safety.
It's safety.
Safety. That's what we like there. 2 points for the defense. And 2:13 left. It's going to be 16-7. Osceola leading after the safety. Bobby, while we got just a second, the Arkansas Activities Association is one of the 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas has adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation. That's a message by the AAA.
You know, Michael, that high snap, I think the kicker was a little bit surprised that the ball came back to him there. He thought it would bound out of the end zone, which would have resulted in the safety in any effect, but that was a high snap. Greenland's going to have to buckle down here. The Seminoles have an opportunity to really take control of this football game right here early.
And that's exactly what we want to do if we can do that. I promise you that. 16-7 is your score. 2:13 left in the first quarter. How you can attribute all that, Bobby, to the Seminole defense. The defense stepped up there and got them behind the sticks. They had to punt, throws it over his head, and just an excellent job. Now, we need to be careful right here. See if they kick the onside kick. If they kick it deep, we should get good field position here, unless just something goes haywire.
I don't see how Coach Larkin could onside kick the football in this position. I mean, you're kicking off from the 20-yard line. You're effectively handing the football to Osceola at the 30. He's got to try to kick this thing deep.
Kicker approaches the ball. He kicks it over here in the corner, and Seminoles had to come get it. And Trey's going to have to backpedal to the 30. He's across the 35. He's at the 40. He's across the 45. He's across the 50. Here we go, 45. He's at the 40, across the 35. And he's going to go down to about the 32, 33-yard line. There should be a late hit. 5 comes in 3 minutes after the play.
I'm surprised the flag wasn't thrown there. That was very late, but Greenland had a good plan there. They kicked the ball. You had a single receiver back there in Osceola's kick return team. You had Trey back there by himself, and they kicked the football away from him, make him go as far as he has to get the football. But, again, as always, Trey's a dangerous return man. He finds the seam, and he gets upfield. That's a really solid return from Trey Moore.
Ball sitting at the 34-yard line of Greenland. And, Bobby, right here we have an opportunity to blow this wide open. MJ Vance is your quarterback. Brandon Johnson's back in at the running back position. Everything's in tight here. Different formation from the Seminoles. There's a snap. Going to give it to Brandon. He's trying to get across the 35. Now they're pushing him back. He just needs to go down. But, I mean, there's no way. They're going to give him forward progress back to the 40. His forward progress should have been almost to the line of scrimmage. They pushed him back, in my opinion. But nevertheless, Seminoles are right back on the ball.
There's a snap. To the line.
Looking to Trey. MJ's going to take it across the 40, and he's going to get down. Seminoles tried a trick play there, Bobby. They had Trey on the sideline, and right at the last minute, he runs onto the field. So that was a designed play, but nevertheless, he's going to go a few yards. It's going to be third down, third and about 13 for Osceola.
Yeah, Trey was covered up on that play. Greenland's seen that somewhere before, and they reacted to it really well. MJ tries to make something out of nothing.
4 wide receivers set. Shotgun formation for MJ Vance. Ball sitting at the 37-yard line. Seminoles look to the sideline. They're going to change the play. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it complete to Dan Newsom. He's trying to get to the outside now. He's going to backtrack, and we just need some blockers. He's across the 45, but he's way behind the sticks. And it's going to be a big loss. Big loss for the Seminoles, folks. All the way back probably to the 47-yard line.
And, Michael, that's the same thing we've seen, those tunnel screens and bubble screens there. That was a designed bubble screen. Greg just didn't get a good block on his man, and Dan had to try to reverse field. He went the wrong way. Greenland's defense steps up big there, but looks like the Seminole offense is going to stay on the field.
Coach Hooks may roll the dice here. We got 14 seconds left. What he's going to do is let this clock run out. Well, no, I don't know if he can. Yeah, he can. It's going to be just in front of it. So he's going to let the clock run out. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter with your score. Osceola 16, Greenland 7. We'll take a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 1 minute. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. Fourth down. 4th and 23 is what it's going to be for Osceola. Jacob O'Kane is going to be in punt formation. And Greenland doesn't believe it. They're not going to put a man back, so looks like they may come after this thing. There's a snap. Jacob's going to pooch kick it. Going to hit at the 10-yard line, and it's going to roll into the end zone. So the Seminoles will have the ball 1st and 10. The Greenland Pirates will have the ball 1st and 10.
At the 20.
Yep, on the 20-yard line.
That was the right call by Coach Hooks there. Your defense has not played bad. Greenland has had one sustained drive. And all year we've seen the Seminoles do this on defense. They'll give up some yards, and then they stiffen there in the red zone. But that is the right call. And Jacob hit a pretty good punt. The coverage just couldn't get there in time to keep it out of the end zone.
Folks, while we got just a second, we want to thank our premier sponsor, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas. They are our sponsor of the Seminole Nation and the Robert Hooks Show. Also, Bowmanville of Arkansas, H&R Block of Mississippi County, Farm Bureau Insurance, Agent Grant Barnett, Rhoda Swift Funeral Home, Harshman Reynolds, owner Ed Harshman, and Alderman Tyler Dunnigan, working to make a better Osceola. 1st and 10 for the Greenland Pirates at the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation. It's going to be a toss sweep. He's going to get across the 20 to the 25-yard line, and he's going to get, we'll see exactly where they mark it at, but it's going to be right about the 25, 26-yard line. About a 6-yard gain, be 2nd and 4.
That quick pitch has worked well for Greenland. That's just a quick pitch to the tailback, Zaylen Bryant. He's getting to the edge there. Osceola's going to find a way to set the edge there and keep him on the interior.
Ball set at the 26-yard line. Shotgun formation once again. One man comes into motion. There is a snap. They're going to give it to the lone running back. He's going to be hit at the 25. Maybe get right back to the line of scrimmage. We'll just see where they mark it at. Not much of a gain. They're going to give him to the 27, so that'll be a 1-yard gain. It's going to bring up a third and about 3.
That's an outside zone, Michael, there. And Nick Charles playing some. We don't see Nick play a whole lot on defense, but he comes up and makes a great one-on-one tackle to prevent further gain there from Zaylen Bryant.
3rd down, shotgun formation for the Greenland Pirates. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. They're setting up the screen pass. It's intercepted. Intercepted at the 15, 10, 5. That is A.J. Harris. Touchdown, Seminoles. Pick 6, baby, from the 26-yard line.
Couldn't have read it better, Michael. That was a design screen there for Zaylen Bryant. A.J. reads it and just stands in the passing lane. Gabe Wilson would have been well served to eat that football and taken the sack, but he lets it go. A.J. takes it to the house.
Jacob O'Kane is going to attempt the extra point after the pick 6.
Jacob O'Kane on to attempt the extra point.
There's a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 11-11 left in the second quarter, Osceola 23, Greenland 7. We'll take a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in. Back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. Bobby, we just had a 26-yard pick six by our super sophomore, number 12, Anthony Harris Jr. Extra point was good. 23-7 is your score. We've got a high end-over-end kick by the Seminoles, and we have a flag by the referee way back here at the 5-yard line. So what's the five? Well,
I'm not sure what that flag can be.
Too many men on the field? Not enough men on the field? Illegal substitution against Greenland.
Against Greenland. They had to run somebody on late. I didn't see it, but that had to be somebody running on late.
Yep. Illegal substitution is what they're saying.
And Michael, let's take a chance right here to give a shout out to some folks. Mr. Glenn Oaks has been watching us every week.
Yes, sir.
He's at home with his daughter-in-law tonight, Danielle Oaks. And also my partner in crime works with me, Wells Skaggs, says he is a super Seminole fan and wants to let us know that he is watching the live stream.
Gotta love Wells Skaggs. I see him about every day at lunch. We get to eat lunch together. Appreciate him so much, Kobe and all of us. Just a great, great thing going on. So 1st and 10 for the Greenland Pirates at the 20-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation for the quarterback. There's a snap. He's going to give it to number 5. He's across the 20, but here comes the defense. Right at the line of scrimmage, they're going to give him 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9.
Mr. Dependable himself, Trey Moore, coming in from a safety position and making a solid one-on-one tackle on number 5, Jet Dennis. We knew we would see a heavy dose of that tonight, that inside zone. Right there, Trey does an excellent job coming up and making a one-on-one tackle.
2nd and 9 for the Greenland Pirates. Ball sent at the 21-yard line. 1 wide receiver to the far side. 3 now to the near side. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he's going to go deep. And that man's got a step on him. And let's see if he does make the catch. And they're going to say he made it. Wait a minute. Yep, he made it way down at the 46-yard line, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for Greenland on the home run ball.
That's Hunter Gaither, number 12 for Greenland. Michael, that's an excellent catch. He turns around and finds the football, contorts his body, and makes a solid catch there.
That's right.
Dan was trying to make up the ground, but he was beat off the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 for the Greenland Pirates. There is a snap. They're going to give it on the reverse to number 16. He's going to be hit and then thrown for a loss. I'm talking about a loss back to about the 50. We'll see where they actually mark it at, probably the 49-yard line. That'll be a 3-yard loss for Greenland.
That's another solid defensive play by A.J. Harris. That's consecutive possessions that Greenland's had that A.J.'s made great defensive plays. He strings that thing out and lets the pursuit come help him. That little reverse action there with Zaylen Bryant looked like it had some room, but A.J. closed quickly.
Shotgun formation once again for the Pirates. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and it's going to be thrown behind the running back. And let's see, they're going to say it's a lateral, and it's true. It's going to go all the way back to the 39-yard line where it goes out of bounds. The reason why it's a lateral, it was thrown behind the runner, or behind the intended receiver, makes it a lateral play. So the Greenland Pirates will have the ball in a big loss all the way back to about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that was a backwards lateral, and Trey comes through on the safety blitz and almost gets his hands on the football. That was a dangerous play by the Pirates there. If that ball doesn't roll out of bounds, it's free.
3rd down, 3rd and long for Greenland. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Fake the Statue of Liberty. I love it. Man, I love that play call. Quarterback's running, and he's going to throw across the way, and it should be picked. And Dan Newsom drops the pick, Bobby. He drops it. But hey, we should have had that. But hey, what do you think about the fake Statue of Liberty?
man, that thing took a long time to develop there, but Greenland executed it very, very well.
Greenland's going to have a flag of too many men downfield.
Illegal receiver downfield.
Bobby, when you get a play that takes that long, you get linemen down the field. Just nothing you can do about it.
And that thing was designed to come out quick. They had a little screen set up over here, so those linemen are getting out. Osceola got a little pressure. Chris Littleton's back there in the backfield, and it just didn't develop as quickly as it should have. But, Dan catches those footballs all day long on the offensive side. You'd think he'd catch them on the defensive side.
I know it. Punt formation for the Pirates. It's going to be a line drive kick. It's angled towards the sideline. Wow. Looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but it angles back in and rolls all the way down to about the 26-yard line of Osceola. Seminoles will have the ball 1st and 10. 9:27 left in the second quarter. Seminoles lead 23-7. Bobby, what do you think about that? Hey, I love the play calling over there from Greenland.
That was a gutsy play call by Coach Larkin. He's trying to make something happen. He needs a spark for his team. They're in danger right here of being blown out.
But I don't know if I've ever seen the fake Statue of Liberty.
I've never seen it faked that way. But again, it was set up to be a design wide receiver screen that looked like it had potential. But Dan comes up and makes a play on the football.
Folks, if you want to know what we're talking about, Statue of Liberty, just go back. Watch the Boise State Oklahoma game.
Oklahoma, that's exactly
I can't remember the year, but you can go back to YouTube, put in Boise State, Oklahoma. They run every trick play in the book, and the Statue of Liberty is one of them. Shotgun formation for the Seminoles. MJ Vance is your quarterback. There's the quarterback's going to keep it. He's across the 25, 30, 35, 40. Runs over a man at the 45. Goes all the way down to about the 48-yard line, 49-yard line. Big first down for MJ Vance.
MJ is a truckload when he comes downhill like that, Michael. Design quarterback run, and he's just a grown man running the football there.
1st and 10 to the 49-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation for Osceola. One man comes into motion. There's a snap. They're going to give it to Dan Newsom on the speed sweep. He's across the 40, 45, 40. Foot race at the 30, 35, 30, 25, 20. Got a stiff arm man out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. And we got a 1st and 10 for Osceola on the speed sweep.
I tell you, Michael, we talk about this week in and week out about the unselfish style of play the Osceola Seminoles exhibit. You got Brandon Johnson coming across there and making the key block that springs Dan. He gets a great block on the outside linebacker and gives Dan room.
Shotgun formation one more time. One man comes into motion. They're going to give it this time on a speed sweep again across the 10. 5. He's tight roping the sideline. Let's see. Touchdown, Seminoles. Dan Newsom, 14-yard touchdown run.
Trey Moore.
Was it Trey Moore?
Mr. Dependable himself. I love to see that kid score. He
I'm
worked
sorry,
so
it was.
hard. He worked so hard on the defensive side of the ball. He worked so hard on the offensive side of the ball. Like we say, Trey Moore is always where he's supposed to be. You love to see him get rewarded there. Great run by Trey to get down the sideline, get in the end zone.
Jacob O'Kane's going to attempt the extra point. There is a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. 8:51 left in the second quarter. Osceola 30, Greenland 7. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Back, Seminole fans. Seminoles kick off. Number 9 is going to have it for Greenland.
Austin Davis.
Mr. Austin Davis is going to have it on the kickoff return. And they're going to have the ball good field position, pretty decent field position, 31-yard line of Greenland. Folks that want you to hang around for our halftime show, we'll come back and do all of our scoring. I'm going to get some numbers right after I find my glasses over here. We'll also give you some scores from around the 3A, let you know kind of the game we're watching for next week, whether it be Osceola or Greenland. We'll show you every bit of that at halftime. There is a snap. We'll give it to number 16. He is stacked up for a loss. They're going to get him almost back to the 30. They're going to give him back to the 31, so it won't be a loss. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Greenland Pirates.
That's Javion Wiley there in the backfield. Just good penetration there, trying the inside zone again. It's worked well earlier in the game. And Javion gets into the backfield, makes a good, solid stop.
2nd and 10 for the Greenland Pirates. Ball is sitting at the 31-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation. There is a snap. Going to give it to number 16 again. And he's tripped up for a loss, this time back to the 30-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Greenland Pirates.
Number 12, A.J. Harris there, coming in from his defensive end position. Gets low on Zaylen Bryant, gets him down. And the Greenland offense has become very stagnant in the last couple of possessions.
3rd down, 3rd and 11 for the Greenland Pirates. 1 wide receiver to the far side. No, he's going off the field now. Still got 1 wide receiver to the far side. You got 1 man coming back on the field for Greenland.
A little confusion there offensively.
And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, still looking to throw. And he's going to roll to his right. He's still looking to throw. And he's still rolling to his right, and he's still looking to throw. And he throws across the grain, and it's intercepted. You just can't do that. That's number 3, Greg Hooks Jr. on the interception. And, Bobby, you cannot lob a pass nowhere on the football field with the receivers and D-backs that Osceola has. You just can't do it.
That is correct. Again, Gabe Wilson trying to make something happen for his team. He's looking for a spark. He's extending the play with his legs. He had Bill Estelle and Javion Wiley in pursuit there. But that is just an ill-advised throw. Wilson would have been much better off just to run out of bounds there and take the yardage loss.
7:19 left in the second quarter. Osceola 30, Greenland 7. Seminoles have the ball in Greenland territory at the 49-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the far side. 1 man comes into motion. There's a snap. They're going to give a double reverse. Here comes number 4, Trey Moore. He's across the 50, across the 45-40, 35-30, 25-20. He's running all the way to West Kaiser Avenue, folks. Touchdown, Seminoles. 49-yard touchdown run by Trey Moore.
I love the play call, Michael. I love the play call. You're in a position to put the ball game out of reach, and Coach Hooks goes right for the throat, comes back with a double reverse. I like the choice of person to give the football to Trey Moore, reward the kid for the plays that he's made all year long. And Osceola has opened this thing up.
And, Bobby, the clock is running. Clock is running. Jacob O'Kane is going to attempt the extra point. There's a snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. And it is good. 6:33 left in the second quarter. Osceola 37. Greenland 7. We'll take a timeout. Let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. Number 4, Trey Moore, has a 49-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good, and Seminoles lead 37-7 with 6:04 left. They're going to reset the clock to 6:09.
Yeah, they're not going to let that clock run that way. We're not to 35 yet.
Well, Bobby, but they were running the clock during the extra point.
I don't understand why.
I don't
Michael,
either.
you look down there on the kickoff team, and we see some purple helmets.
Yes.
Those are freshmen who have stepped up after the end of the junior high season.
It's a high end over end kick by the freshman kicker. He's at the 20, 25, trying to get back across the 30, and he is hit and met, Bobby. Met by number 32 for Osceola. And Bobby, you sure
he's
it's 32?
a freshman. It's 32. He's a freshman. He's got that purple helmet on. That's a good start to a freshman career. to a high school career for a freshman that's stepped up.
Folks, we're sorry we don't have that number. We've got the numbers here, but sometimes they change numbers. We apologize about that, but hey, love to see them freshmen. We had 16 freshmen move up, folks, and here in the second quarter they're getting to see action. 6:42 left, and I guess they're not going to run the clock now. It is stopped, so I don't know. 4 wide receiver set, shotgun formation for the quarterback. There is a snap. They're going to give it to the running back. He's going to get positive yardage up to about the 29, almost to the 30-yard line. That's a 3-yard gain, second 7 for Greenland.
Javion Wiley in the backfield again. He pursues number 16, Zaylen Bryant, and able to get him down after a minimal gain. You know, Michael, that's a bright future for the Seminole football team when you can put freshmen out here and get them some experience in a state playoff game.
Shotgun formation once again. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it this time. He's hit in the backfield, and we've got a gang of Seminoles going to get him for about a 1-yard loss back to the 29-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Greenland Pirates.
That little confusion there. It looked like Gabe Wilson keeps the football. I think he wanted to hand it off, but the running back just didn't take it.
I agree. Just got word number 33 is Skylar Young. Skylar Young. So that was a young man that was in on the kickoff return. 4 wide receiver set. Shotgun formation. And there is the snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to throw the slant to number 25, and he's got a good run across the 40, the 45, up to about the 50-yard line to the 49-yard line. So it will be a 1st and 10 for the Greenland Pirates.
A good throw by Gabe Wilson. He's got the football on the money there, number 25. Good solid gain. That's really the first offensive presence we've seen for Greenland tonight.
Ball set at the 50-yard line. 4 wide receiver set for the Pirates. They're going to fake the handoff. He's looking to throw, and we've got him in the backfield. Got him all the way back to about the, they're going to say the 45 for the forward progress. 5-yard loss. Chris Littleton is back there, and he gets him for a 5-yard loss, Bobby.
You know, Chris is the last few weeks we've seen Chris play some solid defense on the defensive front. He's in the backfield almost every play. Great penetration. Chris is a strong young man. He's playing some good football right now.
He had to come out of the ball game and put his shoe back on. Come out of his own shoes, Bobby.
Yep.
4 wide receiver set. 2nd and 15. Ball set at the 45-yard line. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's still looking to throw. He's rolling to his right. He's now going to throw over the top, and it's going to be incomplete. And Bobby, he had 16 open, but when he's running for your life, you just got to have great arm strength to get that ball out in front of somebody.
Zaylen Bryant runs a good route there. It's an out and up, and he's got Dennis Davis beat. He's got steps on Dennis, and you know, if Gabe Wilson can get him the football, that's a big play there. But credit the Osceola defensive front. They're getting pressure on the quarterback. They're not letting him have time to set up and make a good throw.
3rd and 15 for the Greenland Pirates. One man comes into motion. There's a snap. Ball's on the ground. He picks it back up, looks to throw. Now he's rolling to his right. Still rolling to his right. He's going to throw it across the way and almost picked off once again, but it's going to come incomplete. Greg Hooks had his hands on the ball, but he looked down to see where his feet were going to come down in bounds or not, and he just lost the football.
Javion Wiley is in the backfield again. A good penetration there from his 3 technique spot there on defensive tackle, and you know, you're going to force Greenland to punt the football again with plenty of time for the Seminoles to mount another drive before halftime.
Tell you what, I'd make sure they punted it before I took off anywhere on this play here. Punt formation for the Greenland Pirates. Ball sitting at the 45-yard line. There is a snap, and it's a high end-over-end kick. Trey's going to take it at the 26. He's across the 30. Trying to get to the outside, and stays on his feet. Tries to come back up. He's going to get to about the 34-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Seminoles. And we got a flag way back at the 27-yard line.
And that may be the one time I've seen Trey make a questionable decision. He tries to keep that ball outside and doesn't allow his block to set up. If he cuts back in.
Yeah, the flag's for a block in the back on Osceola, so it'll be a 15-yard penalty from the 27-yard line. So Seminoles is going to have to dig out of a hole with 4:12 left in the second quarter. Seminoles lead 37-7 over the Greenland Pirates. Folks, again, stay tuned for our halftime show. We'll have scores from the 3A. Talk to you a little bit about the game that is going to impact us next week, and we'll have scoring and stats. So stand by or stay tuned for the halftime show. Seminoles have the ball set at the 17-yard line. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's across the 15 to the 20, across to the 21 to the 22-yard line. So it's going to bring up a second down and 5 for Osceola.
Good solid run there by MJ. Seminoles quick to the line. Looks like they want to play with a little bit of tempo right here. MJ's, like I say, when he's running downhill, he's a truckload and he's hard to bring down. You get hit enough times as a linebacker or a defensive back by that truck, and you start thinking about it before you put your shoulder down.
That's right. I agree. Second down. Second and about 5 for Osceola. Ball sitting at the 22-yard line. There's a snap. Pass is going to be incomplete and intended for number 3, Greg Hooks, and going to bring up a third down, 3rd and 5. And Greg just took his eyes off the ball there, Bobby.
Yeah, that's a poor throw by MJ. He's got to get that ball up there where Greg can catch it and get upfield. There was some room there, but that one's on our quarterback. He's got to get the ball up where it's catchable and get it out there on time.
3rd and 5 for Osceola. 4 wide receivers set. Shotgun formation for MJ Vance. There's a snap. Going to throw out to A.J. Harris. And goes right through his hands and falls incomplete, Bobby. And 4th down, I would think Osceola's going to have to punt this football.
There's 2 missed opportunities right there, Michael. A.J. comes from his tight end slot on a little flare. And it's going to be a little screen out there, and there was room there. He's just got to catch the football before he runs.
Jacob O'Kane is going to be the punter for Osceola. Punt formation, 4th and about 5. And there is a snap. It's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to hit the 30, go across the 20, the 15, the 10, and it's going to roll dead at about the right outside the 5-yard line, Bobby. So he kicked it from about the 15-yard line. It was at the 22. He was 7 yards. So about the 15-yard line, and it's rolled dead at the 6.
Fine punt there, and a good roll. An excellent roll there, and Osceola has put their defense in a really good position.
They had number 16. That was Zaylen Bryant deep, and he just lets it go. He probably wishes now he'd come up and fielded that punt. Nevertheless, a great punt by Jacob O'Kane, and Greenland will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line. Once again, we want to thank our game sponsors tonight, the Haven of Northeast Arkansas and Mr. Gary Tobar, running for State Representative District 55. Thank you so much for sponsoring our Game 2, a second week of the state playoffs. Shotgun formation, quarterback calls for the ball, and he's going to roll to his left. He's still looking now. He's coming back to his right. He's across the 5, gets across the 10, and going to go out of bounds at the 14, about the 15-yard line. 9-yard gain, be 2nd and 1.
Good coverage by the Seminoles there. Everybody was covered up. Gabe Wilson makes something happen with his legs. We've seen that tonight. He's got the ability to scramble and get yardage there for the Pirates. But again, that's excellent coverage there by the Seminoles.
2nd and 1, ball's at the 15-yard line. There is a snap. Going to give it to number 5. He's across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That's close to a 1st down.
I think that's going to give him a 1st down, Michael. That's Jet Dennis again, that super junior that plays so well for Greenland all year. That's going to give him a 1st down, just an inside zone, power football, get the yardage you need, and keep moving.
1st and 10 for the Greenland Pirates. Ball's marked at the 17-yard line. You got 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Now the quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to be hit. He's going to get up to about the 20-yard line. 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7 for the Greenland Pirates.
Again, that's that RPO motion that Greenland runs from their shotgun with the wide set. Dontaven Littleton coming up, making a solid tackle from his inside linebacking position.
2:30 left in the second quarter. Osceola leads 37-7. Be 2nd down, 7 for Greenland. Ball sitting at the 20-yard line of Greenland. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he throws one high, and he's got it once again. Had his man out there, just kind of threw it a little bit on the inside instead of getting it to the outside, incomplete.
Michael, that's the second time that number 12 Hunter Gaither has gotten behind the Seminole defense. He comes off the line really hard. He has a quick first step. I watched him that time. He's a solid receiver running solid routes there. Gabe Wilson's just got to get him the football. We've seen that he'll catch it. He'll go get it.
No doubt about that. 3rd down and 7 for Greenland. Getting the ball sent at the 20-yard line. They've got to get across the 27 for a first down. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's looking to throw. Still looking to throw, and he's going to run now. And they're going to push him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And that's going to be a 4th down, Bobby. It's going to be not enough for the first down, so it's going to be 4th and about 2, it looks like. See where they mark it. Yeah, they're going to mark it right at the 25. They got to have 2.
You got to have 2, and that's another run there by Gabe Wilson showing he's got some speed. He's able to stretch plays with his legs. They brought Dan Newsom on a stunt from his safety position, and Dan just couldn't get home. Wilson was able to get outside and pick up substantial yardage.
They're going to go for it, 4th and 2. Let's see what happens here. Seminoles do not need to jump off sides. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. And he's going to have a first down across the 30 to about the 34-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Greenland Pirates at the 34-yard line.
We see the fake quick pitch there. They've been effective tonight with the quick pitch. They've gained quite a few yards on that little quick pitch, that sweep. This time it's a fake, and Gabe Wilson keeps it and gets it with his legs.
3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's going to have to run. And he gets across the 35 up to about the 37-yard line. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 for the Pirates.
Yeah, Javion Wiley and Dontaven Littleton in the backfield there. And Wilson makes them both miss and turns something into something without what wouldn't have been anything. He's got positive yardage when he should have been brought down in the backfield.
Shotgun formation one more time. 4 wide receivers set. There's a snap. Going to be complete to number 12. He's hit. He's going to get away, maybe get up to about 1 yard, Bob, it looks like. Had him for a loss. They're going to give him up to about the 39, so it'll be 3rd down and about 6. And Osceola's going to call a timeout. And, folks, we'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Osceola Seminole Football. We're going to be back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. We've got 55 seconds left here in the second quarter. Seminoles lead 37-7 over the Greenland Pirates. And, Bobby, I mean, what a first half so far for Osceola. Just seemed like everything just been going kind of our way since that opening drive from Greenland when they took it down there and put it in the end zone.
And we've cleaned up the pre-snap penalties. We've played with more discipline here. The defense is playing really, really well. The offense certainly is playing well, and you know when you're able to be positive in all 3 phases of the game. We've seen our special teams have made some good plays. We've seen our defense score, and certainly the offense is putting yards on the board, and that's a positive outlook for the Seminoles.
3rd down and 6. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw, and he's going to get away across the 40. And going to go across the 45 up to the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Greenland. And, Bob, at that time, just lost containment on him.
Yeah, you saw Trey Moore coming on a stunt, and Gabe Wilson just makes a better play with his legs. He's able to get out there and get up the field and get enough yardage for a first down.
Spread formation once again. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and we got the screen set up, but they're going to have him for a huge loss. Huge loss. All the way back to the 32-yard line of Greenland. And Greenland don't have to snap it again if they don't want to.
That's on Dontaven Littleton right there, Michael. He read the screen and stayed with the back. Gabe Wilson had no choice that time but to eat the ball and take the loss of yardage.
Folks, I don't think Greenland's going to have to snap it again. Their coach is standing out on the field, and we have rain starting to fall here at Seminole Stadium. Got 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and that's going to bring us to halftime with your score, Osceola 37, Greenland 7, and Bobby, the rain couldn't come at a better time.
It's starting to come down here pretty good. You can see that we've got a north wind. We've got about a 10-mile-an-hour north wind blowing it across field. That's going to make for an icky second half if it continues.
I agree. What we'll do right now, folks, we're going to send it back to the station, let our sponsors get a word in. We want to say thank you to all of our sponsors, folks, for sponsoring the Sudbury Radio Sports app and also sponsoring our radio feed tonight on 96.3 Super Country 96.3, which is the flagship station for Sudbury Broadcasting. We appreciate them so much for allowing us to be on both tonight. And all of our sponsors that we've talked about on our live feed, on our Seminole Nation live feed, who brings us the Seminole Nation every week, and also the Robert Hook Show, and also our two sponsors, our two game sponsors tonight, the Haven of Northeast Arkansas, and Gary Tobar, running for representative for District 55. So at this time, what we're going to do, we're going to send it back to the station, let our sponsors get a word in. You're listening to Osceola Seminole Football. We're back in 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
And storage rental needs. Harshman's has apartments and housing located throughout Osceola and Mississippi County, both furnished and unfurnished, available for rent. You can contact Harshman Rentals at 870-563-3694. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals are a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics and the Seminole Nation. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the official bank of the Seminole Nation and the Robert Hook Show. Our premier sponsor, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, is Eastern Arkansas's largest independently owned bank. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, including personal banking, online banking, business banking, savings accounts, loans, CDs, and IRAs. Go down to the First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, speak with President Greg Reese and teller supervisor and loan processor Taylor Lucius for all your banking needs. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of the Osceola Seminole Nation and the Robert Hook Show. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, member FDIC. H&R Block of Mississippi County is a tax preparation and financial service located at 2981 West Kaiser in Osceola. They can be reached at 870-563-5710. H&R Block of Mississippi County is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect. Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate. And you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals, located at 202 West Johnson in Osceola, can meet all of your residential and storage rental needs. Harshman's has apartments and housing located throughout Osceola and Mississippi County, both furnished and unfurnished, available for rent. You can contact Harshman Rentals at 870-563-3694. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals are a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics and the Seminole Nation. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the official bank of the Seminole Nation and the Robert Hook Show. Our premier sponsor, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, is Eastern Arkansas's largest independently owned bank. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, including personal banking, online banking, business banking, savings accounts, loans, CDs, and IRAs. Go down to the First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, speak with President Greg Reese and teller supervisor and loan processor Taylor Lucius for all your banking needs. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of the Osceola Seminole Nation and the Robert Hook Show. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, member FDIC. H&R Block of Mississippi County is a tax preparation and financial service located at 2981 West Kaiser in Osceola. They can be reached at 870-563-5710. H&R Block of Mississippi County is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect. Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. Hey, right there on the screen, you can see it. We have rain falling at Seminole Stadium. I'm just so glad it waited till halftime and let us get a good half of football in. That wind, Bobby, is blowing north to south, and you can see that it's just blowing sideways. I mean, it's just great, unbelievable how the rain is falling here. The band has made their way down onto the track. You can see a little bit of that there on the track. They're not letting that rain get them, so we appreciate them for doing that. Bobby, as we told everybody, each week in the playoffs, the AAA kind of takes over the playoffs, and to broadcast, it costs a fee. So we had to go out and get some more sponsors to make sure that we could bring these broadcasts. Our two sponsors tonight are the Haven of Northeast Arkansas and Gary Tobar for District 55 State Representative. So at this time, if you want to read about our two sponsors, first, the Haven of Northeast Arkansas.
If you or someone you know are dealing with a domestic violence situation, call the Haven of Northeastern Arkansas. The Haven provides emergency shelter to individuals fleeing domestic violence. In addition, the Haven assists with food, clothing, transport to necessary appointments, and support groups for its clients, as well as information on teen dating violence to local schools, all at no cost to the individual. Advocates are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help. The Haven of Northeast Arkansas, proudly serving Mississippi County for over 23 years.
And we appreciate the Haven so much, Ms. McClendon, for doing that for us. She's an awesome lady who supports Osceola Seminole football, and I could not be more prouder to call her my friend. I promise you that, Bobby.
I've dealt with the Haven several times in my law enforcement career, and they are a blessing to Mississippi County and domestic violence victims.
Right, second to none. And our second sponsor, game sponsor here tonight is Mr. Gary Tobar for State Representative District 55.
Gary Tobar is a Republican seeking state representative seat in District 55. Gary Tobar is running, and his motto is raising the bar. Gary believes that we have more in common than we have in difference, and Gary wants to congratulate Coach Robert Hooks and the Osceola Seminoles on their 2019 conference championship and wish them good luck in the state playoffs. Go Seminoles from Gary Tobar, a candidate for state representative, District 55.
And one more time, I want to say thank you to Mr. Gary Tobar. He is running for state representative, District 55. He is one of our game sponsors here tonight. We thank you so much, Mr. Tobar. Bobby, let's go over scoring just real quick. 9:46 in the first quarter. Have a 2-yard touchdown run by M.J. Vance. The extra point is good by Jacob O'Kane, and the Seminoles lead 7-0. 5:12 left in the first quarter. Greenland gets on the board for their only score of the night. Number 5, Jet Dennis, has a 2-yard touchdown run. Chase Smith, his extra point is good, and we had a tie, 7-7. 3:33 left in the first quarter. Number 23, Jonathan Stovall, has a 10-yard touchdown run. Jacob O'Kane's extra point was good, and the Seminoles lead 14-7. The other score in the first quarter at 2:13 mark, we have a safety. Greenland was in punt formation. They throw the ball over the punter's head. He picks it up in the end zone, and they get him for a safety there. So after 1 quarter of play, Osceola leads 16-7. We get in the second quarter with 11:11 left. 26-yard pick six by number 12, Anthony Harris Jr. O'Kane's extra point was good. Seminoles lead 23-7. And Bobby, that was on a screen pass that Anthony Harris Jr. picked off to get that pick six. We go 8:51 left in the second quarter. Number 4, Travion Moore, has a 14-yard touchdown run. Jacob O'Kane's extra point was good. Seminoles led 30-7 at that point. And then with 6:30 left in the second quarter, Number 4, Trey Moore, has a 49-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good by Jacob O'Kane, and that brings us to our halftime, 37-7. And, Bobby, just some of our stats here for Greenland. Greenland has 29 rushes for 34 yards. Their passing is 4 for 13, 2 interceptions for 64 yards for a total of 98 yards of offense.
That's well below their season average. They're not moving the football like they're used to, and that's testament to Coach Teague and the Seminole defense.
No doubt about it. For Osceola on offense, they got 13 rushes for 172 yards. They were 5 for 10 through the air for 69 yards for a total of 241 yards total offense.
And you know, Michael, we've been used to seeing Osceola go out and get chunk yardage on big plays, but tonight what we've seen is a more steady offense from the Osceola Seminoles. We're a little bit rush heavy right now. I think that probably has a lot to do with the conditions, also what the Greenland defense has given us. But that's a high output for a first half for our offense. They're well on their way to being well in reach of the season average.
Some of the individual stats we got here, Robert Hooks.
That's the coach.
Greg Hooks Jr. has 2 receptions for 43 yards. I was going to say Robert Hooks Jr. I'd have it all confused.
That's the coach.
Travion Moore has 2 receptions for 63 yards. But the big stat that just comes out of left field that we had talked about, Bobby, and we talked about week after week of making sure that it didn't come back and haunt us in the end. Jacob O'Kane is 5 for 5 on extra points.
We've talked about it all year that one week, these extra points were going to come back and haunt us, and it looks like the Seminoles have cleaned that up.
No doubt about that. So, folks, we're going to take another time out, let our sponsors get another word in. Thank you so much for all of our sponsors for making this happen. Folks, you can see the radio broadcast, the live stream on radio, the live radio on 96.3, the live feed from Osceola for YouTube, for Facebook, for the Robert Hooks Show, Seminole Nation. It takes numerous sponsors. Without them, it doesn't happen. You're seeing them on the screen. You're listening to them on the radio when we go to breaks. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. Without you, this is not possible. I want you to know that. So, we're at halftime with the score, Osceola 37, Greenland 7. We'll take a timeout, let the sponsors get another word in. We're back in 4 minutes.
And you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals, located at 202 West Johnson in Osceola, can meet all of your residential and storage rental needs. Harshman's has apartments and housing located throughout Osceola and Mississippi County, both furnished and unfurnished, available for rent. You can contact Harshman Rentals at 870-563-3694. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals are a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics and the Seminole Nation. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the official bank of the Seminole Nation and the Robert Hooks Show. Our premier sponsor, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, is Eastern Arkansas's largest independently owned bank. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, including personal banking, online banking, business banking, savings accounts, loans, CDs, and IRAs. Go down to the First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, speak with President Greg Reese and teller supervisor and loan processor Taylor Lucius for all your banking needs. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of the Osceola Seminole Nation and the Robert Hooks Show. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, member FDIC. H&R Block of Mississippi County is a tax preparation and financial service located at 2981 West Kaiser in Osceola. They can be reached at 870-563-5710. H&R Block of Mississippi County is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation and Osceola Seminole Athletics. Located at 2173 US 61 South, Roller Swift Funeral Home specializes in funeral services and helping families with the costs associated with them. For more information, contact them at 870-563-6578 and speak with David Tucker. Roller Swift Funeral Home, with all our respect. Bugmobile of Arkansas, located at 408 South Walnut in Osceola, specializes in pest control and termite control for both residential and commercial properties. Owners Oscar and Jade Gonzalez would be happy to come out and give you a free estimate. And you can also contact Bugmobile at 870-563-6811. Bugmobile is a proud sponsor of your Osceola Seminoles and the Seminole Nation. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals, located at 202 West Johnson in Osceola, can meet all of your residential and storage rental needs. Harshman's has apartments and housing located throughout Osceola and Mississippi County, both furnished and unfurnished, available for rent. You can contact Harshman Rentals at 870-563-3694. Ed Harshman and Harshman Rentals are a proud sponsor of Osceola Seminole Athletics and the Seminole Nation. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is the official bank of the Seminole Nation and the Robert Hooks Show. Our premier sponsor, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, is Eastern Arkansas's largest independently owned bank. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas specializes in all your banking needs, including personal banking, online banking, business banking, savings accounts, loans, CDs, and IRAs. Go down to the First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, speak with President Greg Reese and teller supervisor and loan processor Taylor Lucius for all your banking needs. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas is a proud sponsor of the Osceola Seminole Nation and the Robert Hooks Show. First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, member FDIC. H&R Block of Mississippi County is a tax preparation and financial service located at 2981 West Kaiser in Osceola. They can be reached at 870-563-5710. H&R Block of Mississippi County is a proud sponsor of the Seminole Nation. Roller Swift Funeral Home of Osceola is a proud sponsor of the Seminole.
And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. We are at halftime with your score, Osceola 37, Greenland 7. And, folks, as you see on your screen here, we've got it's really just a mist. I know it don't look like that, but the wind's blowing, so it's blowing it, making it look like it's a typhoon. That's the right word?
Typhoon, yeah. Cyclone, hurricane.
Cyclone, hurricane. That's what it looks like here. But I promise you it's not near that bad because the fans from both sides really hadn't moved. So, and we've got a good crowd on both sides. Bobby, let's go over the 3A and what we got right now. Folks, these are not finals. Some of them are at the half. Some are in the second quarter. What we'll do, we'll go over what we got right now, and then we'll try to update it at the end of the game. So go ahead, Bobby.
Let's talk about the two shockers here, Michael. We both looked at the Boonville-Hoxie game. We know that Hoxie with the Powell brothers is a stout football team, but we just felt like Boonville would be just way too much for them. That is tied at 22 at the half.
22. Unbelievable.
The big shocker for me right now is at the half, and that's Pine Bluff Dollarway and Prescott. Pine Bluff Dollarway has Prescott down 22-0.
Wow, Dollarway is coming on. I remember back in the day, Bobby, Pine Bluff Dollarway was a powerhouse. No matter 5A, 6A, they would roll over you no matter who you were. And it looks like they're trying to get that back together now. And Prescott is one of the favorites to win this thing. I mean, some of your people's got Prescott winning the whole thing, but right now Dollarway's got them 22-0 at the half. That's at Prescott.
That's at Prescott, and that's Dollarway is in control of that football game.
Wow.
Also at the half, we have the Harding Academy 35, Newport 18. Of course, Newport was the runner-up to the Seminoles in our conference, and right now Harding Academy, we knew that Harding had a stout football team. They're in control at home.
They do, Bobby. They toss that football around. Newport's full of speed, but we both thought Harding Academy would get that game, and right now that's what's happening.
And also at the half, at Atkins, McGee is ahead 24-7. That surprises me a little bit. Atkins plays solid defense. Right now, McGee at the half is in control of that football game.
But tell you a little bit about McGee. Bobby, they just run an offense that's very hard to stop. It's nothing real special. They just, the way they trap you, the way that they, fake handoff to this running back or fake handoff to this running back, they're hard to stop. And they line up right next to the line of scrimmage. So there's no 3 or 4 person drop. They're right on the line of scrimmage, so they're going to get a yard pretty much every time.
Reminds you of the old wing tee,
yes.
Single wing offense, and
Yes.
it's hard to read, and they disguise their handoffs and the possession very well.
Yes.
We look at Glen Rose and Melbourne at the half. They are tied at 14. That's not a surprise to me. Glen Rose and Melbourne are both solid football teams.
And, folks, that will be the game we're watching because next week, if the Seminoles hold on and win, we will host either Glen Rose or Melbourne. That's the game we get.
Yep.
So,
also at the half, and this is not a surprise. We thought this would be a tight football game. Two solid football teams, Rising and Lamar. Rising is ahead right now, 16-7.
yeah, I mean, Rising's a heck of a football team. Lamar runs the football real hard, and like you see right now, Rising is leading 16-7. We knew it was going to be a good ball game.
That is going to be that one will probably finish tight. Also at the half, Camden Harmony Grove 22, Clinton 14.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Camden Harmony Grove's got a heck of a football team. At the very beginning of the year when we talked with Mr. Hooten and them, they were high. Camden Harmony Grove, and that's one of their picks that could win it all. Clinton is not a pushover, Bobby. They're a good football team. Right now, that game's neck and neck, and I'm going to tell you, it's probably going to be a shootout for that game's over with. So we'll look forward to seeing the final there.
And you're right, Camden Harmony Grove was one of 2 teams that Chad Hooten told us would give us a fight, and that was Prescott and Camden Harmony Grove.
That's exactly right.
Camden is getting the job done right now. One other ball game of interest to us here is the other team in Mississippi County that's still in the state playoffs, Crossett and Gosnell. And right now at the half, Crossett is ahead 18-0.
Yeah, and that's on our sister station, 18-0. You know, that's a 4.5, 5-hour drive down to Crossett they had to make. But hey, that ball game's not over. It's at the half. It's just 18 points, so a little over 2 scores. They can get back in that game. I wouldn't count Gosnell out till it's all over with. Cross's got a great football team, though. Adrian Davis is doing the radio for the Gosnell Pirates. Does an excellent job. Been doing it a long time. I've umpired with Adrian. He's a good guy, and we wish Gosnell good luck. They are on our sister station.
We've seen Gosnell improve all year. We talked about this real early in the year when we saw them, that offense was going to get better and it was going to get going, and they have steadily improved all season. They're well equipped to come back into that football game.
Bobby, they're like I said, they're on our sister station. We are rooting for them, and they're the only team in Mississippi County left. Us and Gosnell.
One still playing.
So we're the only ones still playing. We wish them luck. We want to keep Mississippi County rolling. Folks, we got about there's nothing on the clock right now. I'm sure they'll give them a 3-minute warm up. We're going to keep it right here. Let's go through some of this stuff here. Give a shout out to some of these people here that's been on with us. Mr. Don Wilson, I see Don all the time, and him and his mother, Miss Mary Ann, just great people. Great people, Bobby. I go to church with them. They're just excellent people. They always watch us on the live stream. We appreciate it. I see the Chief, Ollie Collins, is watching us on the live stream. We appreciate him watching us. Chief, thank you so much. Let's go through some of these here. I'm going to try to go back up to the front here. I see Miss Phyllis Elkins is watching us way from Heber Springs. I tell you what, her husband Tommy Elkins was the OPAR director here at City of Osceola for a long time, and he shaped many a person, Bobby, especially me, you. I mean, Tommy Elkins was a big factor in the lives of kids in Osceola and the surrounding communities.
I'll tell you a funny story about Tommy. He refereed several of my high school football games, and as I got older and was living in Osceola and had my son playing in OPAR, and he calls me up one day and says, "Hey, you're coaching soccer." And I said, "I am." And he said, "Yep." I said, "I don't have a choice." And he said, "Nope." I said, "Man, I don't know anything about soccer." He said, "I bought you a book. Come get it. You're going to read it."
I'll tell you what, he took us all over the place, played baseball. I mean, it was a blessing to have OPAR sports when I was a kid, and we're lucky enough to keep having that here in Osceola. Want to give a shout out to Miss Elkins, and hope her and Tommy are doing okay down in Heber Springs. Kevin and Wendy Cunningham, they're over around the Brooklyn area. They keep up with the Seminoles. They're alumni, and we appreciate y'all watching here tonight from way over around the Brooklyn area. Let's see here. Mr. James Carr, he always watches us every week. Always makes comments on our live feed on the Seminole Nation and on our Facebook page. We appreciate you so much for watching us here tonight. We got just a lot. Mr. Jeffrey Littleton, he's another one that always comments on our Seminole Nation page. We appreciate him watching us here tonight. We've got a lot of hunters in the deer woods, Bobby. They're on them radios tonight listening to us, because what I hear is there's no internet where they're at, so they pick up a little bit of a signal, and we appreciate all the hunters out there that are in the deer woods getting ready to get up early in the morning and go out and hunt. Appreciate y'all so much for listening and watching to the Seminole Nation.
The Seminoles are back on the field, Michael. Looks like we're getting ready to have a second half of football.
One point, we had over 280 people watching, Bobby. That's excellent. Folks, we appreciate you watching our live feed. But I want you to know, if you're around Osceola, on these next coming up Friday night, we can hold on in this ball game here tonight. Hey, we're gonna need you in the stands. We got a great crowd here tonight, so I'm not saying anything about that. We got a good crowd that's out here in this pouring down rain now and the cold. But hey, it's going to get imperative that you get in these stands, get behind these Seminoles. If we can hang on here tonight, week 3 will be next week, and we'll get the winner of Glen Rose and Melbourne. So we'll be able to have another game. We can just get out of here tonight. Osceola's going to kick off. It's a short kick. It's going to hit it right at the 30-yard line. Number 9 is going to get it, and he's going to be hit. He gets away, going to get up to the 33-yard line, and Greenland will have the ball there, 1st and 10.
Number 9, Austin Davis, there fielding the football on the short kick, getting upfield, but it's not horrible field position, and the Seminole defense is going to come out and see if they can continue to play as well as they did in the first half.
I want to say Andre Cole is watching us from Dallas, Texas. We appreciate you watching us. We've got Miss Janet Austin. She is a Greenland Nana, and she's watching from over in Oklahoma, and we're glad you're able to see this ball game here tonight. We'll do the best we can to call it for you. Greenland's got the ball, 1st and 10. The quarterback's going to keep it. He's across the 40, and the ball's on the ground, Bobby. Let's see. And Osceola's got the ball on the turnover, and the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10 around the 43-yard line.
There's another solid run there by Gabe Wilson. Like we said right there before half, he's made some really, really good runs. The kid's got done a great job of running with the football. And somebody there for the Seminoles just got their hand in and stripped the ball out. Michael, that ball's going to be wet and cold, and it's going to be hard to hang on to in this second half.
Michael Robinson is watching us from Greensboro, North Carolina. Larry Richmond's from Grand Prairie, Texas. Bob, that's what this is all about, is everybody getting to watch it. Miss Stephanie Sharp is a Pirate fan. She's watching us from Oklahoma. So thank you so much for watching the broadcast tonight. Floyd Jefferson watching from Dallas, Texas. Go Seminoles. So great to have everybody here tonight watching us from out of town. Seminoles have the ball, and the quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to get up to right at the 40-yard line, so it's going to be a 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7 for Osceola.
I'm going to tell you, Michael, this Greenland defense is not giving up. They're playing scrappy. They're out there hitting hard, and they've not quit in this football game. That's testament to Coach Larkin and his boys. They're out there to play the football game to the end.
Got Mr. Byron Person watching from Warren, Arkansas. Great to have him watching this tonight. Again, I appreciate everybody watching. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to throw complete to Trey Moore. He's across the 30. Well, he's backtracks across the 35 to the 30 to the 25 to the 20, and he's going to go out of bounds right about the 20-yard line. So good pitch and catch from M.J. Vance to Trey Moore. But, Bobby, I think we got a flag on the far side.
The flag on the far side. You know, Michael, that's the
legal formation.
That's the second time tonight that the officials have allowed that play to happen. When that should be a dead ball foul, the whistle should blow pre-snap and kill the play. I don't understand what they're seeing there that is causing them to let that play happen.
2nd down and about 12 yards. Ball sitting at the 45-yard line. Shotgun formation. Vance is your quarterback. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. There is a snap. MJ's going to look to throw. He's going to have to run out. He's going to try to throw it deep, and it's they're going to say it's a fumble, and Greenland's got the ball, and Bobby, his arm going forward, he must have knocked it out.
He did. That was number 11, Ethan Gilbert for the Greenland Pirates, getting his hand on the football, and the ball goes straight up in the air, and it's intercepted by Gabe Wilson. Gabe Wilson, doing double duty there. Quarterback on the offense, and he's playing in the defensive backfield on the defense, and he comes away with an interception there, and that gives Greenland new life.
And Greenland will have the ball 1st and 10 after the turnover. 10:54 left in the third quarter. 37-7 is your score. The flag was another 5 men in the backfield. One wide receiver to the far side, 1 on the near side. Shotgun formation, double wing on the shotgun There's a snap. Quarterback's going to give it to 16. He's trying to get to the outside. Ball's on the ground once again. Seminoles pick it up. Oh, no, we don't pick it up. We're just going to fall on it. The ball is still over. Golly. Greenland's going to get it back, folks, at about the 50-yard line. Wow, just could not pick the ball up.
I'm telling you, it's cold and wet right now. That football is slippery. And there is Greenland's own version of Mr. Dependable, Gabe Wilson.
That's right.
Coming back, he falls on the football and keeps Greenland in the football game, keeps the offense on the field.
Be second down and about 25 is what you're looking at after the fumble. Boy, Seminoles had an opportunity to pick that ball up and go all the way. Shotgun formation for the Pirates. One man comes into motion. There's a snap. Quarterback's looking to throw, still looking to throw. He's going to be hit at the 50. He's going to get up to about the 47-yard line. About a 3-yard gain there, and it's going to bring up third and about 22.
And again, Michael, Gabe Wilson stretching the play with his legs. The young man came to play tonight. He's been off a little bit. His accuracy hadn't been great on a couple of throws. He's been running for his life all night, but he certainly has not given up in this football game and is a scrappy quarterback.
No doubt about it. Greenland has a good football team, and you're seeing that they're not going to give up. They're going to do all they can to get back in this ball game. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Got one man coming on the late. Now 3 wide receivers to the far side. 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw, and he's got time. He's going to roll to his left now. He's going to turn around and try to go right in the middle of the field. And it's picked off at the 35, 40, 45, 50. That's Trey Moore to 45. He's at the 40, 35, trying to get a block at the 30, and just going to go out of bounds down here at the 27-yard line. That's a good interception there by Mr. Travion Moore.
And that is the only knock that I have on Gabe Wilson tonight. He's done this a couple of times tonight. He gets outside and stretches the play out and gets out there with his legs, but he's throwing across his body and throwing back into the middle of the field, and you just can't afford to do that against a team like the Seminoles with the speed we have.
Ball sitting at the 27-yard line of Greenland. Rain is falling here at Seminole Stadium. You got 1 wide receiver to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to roll. He's trying to get to the inside. They're going to bottle him up. We'll just have to see where the mark's at. It's either going to be a no gain or maybe a yard loss.
There's number 53, Luke Osborne there. He's a senior, and he comes across the line of scrimmage and gets good penetration and gets MJ down. That's a solid tackle from a young man. MJ's a load, and he gets him on the ground one-on-one.
Got a 1-yard loss. Ball's back to the 28-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Shotgun formation one more time. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's up across the up to about the 25-yard line, maybe just short of the 25-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and about 8 for Osceola.
And I see Mr. Gabe Wilson in on the tackle there. He's playing defensive end for the Pirates, and young man is an athlete and playing good, solid football right now. Osceola's going to have to open up some running lanes. Looks like Coach Hooks wants to work the clock and run the football. This Greenland defensive front is giving the Seminole offensive line fits.
Shotgun formation, 3rd and 8 for Osceola. Ball sitting at the 25-yard line. There's a snap. Going to give it to the man coming through. He's across the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And he's going to be right at the goal line. They're going to say it's a touchdown, but we got a flag back at the 28-yard line.
I think we're going to have a hold back here.
And we'll just have to see what the flag is for.
And that's Mr. Dependable Trey Moore there on the run. A good, solid run there, and there it is, the holding.
Yeah, we'll be a hold against Osceola. So we'll go from about the 28.
Yep.
Probably go back to the 38. Going to repeat the down, so it'll be 3rd down now.
And again, Michael, that third quarter woes we've had, those penalties rear their ugly head. You get a touchdown and you take it off the board by holding.
Third down and long for Osceola. Ball's back to the 38-yard line. One man comes into motion. There's a snap. They're going to fake the handoff and throw it, and MJ was hit right as he threw it, and it's going to be incomplete, 4th down.
Number 11, Ethan Gilbert. He's the player from Greenland that caused the interception that Gabe Wilson got on the last series. But what we saw there was a little slot seam there that's wide open. Dan's wide open. MJ just didn't have time to get the football off.
I think we're going to be in punt formation. He's brought a brand new, here comes Jacob O'Kane. And the Seminoles are going to elect a punt here. Kind of surprises me, Bobby.
Well, at this position on the field, you might think Coach Hooks would roll the dice, but Michael, it's 4th and forever, and you'd have to have a spectacular play to pick it up.
We got a whistle and a flag. It's going to be a delay of game. Against Osceola, it'll be a 5-yard penalty. It's not too terribly bad. It gives him a little bit more room to punt that football.
And if I'm Coach Hooks, I'm not bothered by that penalty at all. Move me back a little bit, give me a little more room.
Ball's going to be sitting now at the 43-yard line of Greenland. Punt formation once again. There's a snap. And it's a high moon shot. See how it hits. And it takes a great bounce, and we got to go get it. And it's going to hit at the 5-yard line, and Osceola will down it at the 5-yard line. And Bobby, it was a moon kick that took a great bounce.
Yeah, Jacob O'Kane had to hurry the kick a little bit. Gabe Wilson was running back there and looked like he might have got it, could have got it, possibly got his hands on it, but Jacob's able to get the football off, and it takes a great Seminole roll.
7:38 left in the third quarter. Osceola leads 37-7 over the Greenland Pirates. And Greenland comes out. Ball sitting right outside the 5, between the 4 and the 5-yard. I will say the 5-yard line. One wide receiver to the near side, 2 to the far side. Shotgun formation for the quarterback. He's got Dennis to his left. Now they're going to reset the line. There's a snap. They're going to give it to Dennis. He's across the 5 up to about the 9-yard line. Be a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 for the Pirates. Second down, 6 for Greenland. One wide receiver to the far side, 2 to the near side. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. They're going to give it to Dennis one more time. He's across the 10, across the 15. And it's a foot race, folks. He's across the 30, 35, and going to be hit and dropped at the 41-yard line. And be 1st and 10 for the Pirates.
Inside zone there, and that's the Jet Dennis we thought we would see coming into tonight. And, he possesses good speed, and he has good vision there. He gets into the seam, gets through the hole, and that's a nice pickup for the Greenland Pirates.
1st and 10 for the Pirates, sitting at the 41-yard line. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Give this to Dennis one more time. He just gets behind them blockers. He's across the 50, almost to the 46-yard line. They're going to give him right at the 46-yard line. It'll be an 8-yard gain. Be 2nd and 2 for Greenland.
And I see a couple of younger players on the field right now for Osceola, and the Greenland Pirate offensive line starting to make some holes and move the football.
Shotgun formation once again. Ball's at the 46-yard line. There's a snap. Going to give it to Dennis one more time. He's going to be hit. I'm sorry, that's 16 that time, Bobby. That's Bryant. He's going to get across the 43-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 10.
Zaylen Bryant, the other running back for the Greenland Pirates. He's carried the bulk of the load tonight, and he's a solid running back. Again, just that inside zone. Greenland just working the football down the field, using the power running attack.
1st and 10 for the Greenland Pirates. Ball sitting at the 43-yard line of Osceola. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. He's trying to get away. He does. He gets across the 45. Lower his shoulder and get across the 40 to the 39-yard line. So it'll be a 4-yard gain. Be 2nd and 6 for Greenland.
And they were trying to set up the wheel route again for Zaylen for Zaylen Bryant. And Gabe Wilson just didn't have time to throw the football. There was penetration from Chris Littleton and Javion Wiley, and he didn't have time for the play to develop. But Bryant came open at the end of that. But Wilson had already been flushed out of the pocket.
Shotgun formation for the Pirates. Ball sitting at the 39-yard line of Osceola. One man comes into motion. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. It's going to be complete to number 25. He's crossed the 35. Going to get down to the 31-yard line. That's enough for another first down, 1st and 10 for the Pirates.
Nice little wide receiver screen there to Carter Goebel. Catches the football and gets upfield, gets a first down for the Pirates. The Seminoles are going to have to come up and play a little tighter coverage there. They can't give that much cushion on the outside.
Seminoles are also rotating their younger guys out, putting their first string back in, trying to stop this attack by Greenland. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look, going to give it to number 5. He's hit right across the 30 to the 28-yard line. About a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Pirates.
Chris Littleton and A.J. Harris there on the tackle. A.J. coming from the defensive end position. Chris playing 3 technique. It's just the inside zone. And again, we've talked about this all year. It's worked well against Osceola, and Greenland continues to use it.
Going to give him the 29-yard line. Be 2nd and 7. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it this time, and he's got him. Got him for a loss back almost to the original line of scrimmage, which would be the 33-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 10 for the Pirates.
Again, Chris Littleton, penetration into the backfield. He's back there quickly. And we've seen this the last 2 football games from Chris. He's played really solid defense, and he's back there in the backfield and gets Gabe Wilson down before he can get started.
Shotgun formation for the Pirates. Double wing in the shotgun along with the quarterback. One wide receiver to the far side, one on the near side. There is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Trying to go right across the middle and got a man wide open. And he's hit at the 5. He's going to get down to about the 4-yard line. They're going to give him the 5-yard line. 4-yard line, I'm sorry. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Greenland Pirates at the 4.
It's just a seam route ran by number 10, Zach Gilbert, and he comes open. Trey Moore is playing the free safety spot, and he passes him off expecting help, and the help wasn't there.
Ball sitting at the 4-yard line. Be 1st and goal for the Pirates. Shotgun formation. And there's a snap. Going to give it to number 5, and he's going to get across the goal line for a touchdown. 4-yard touchdown run by number 5. That is Jet Dennis.
And that's just, again, the inside zone that's worked so well. And, Greenland puts together a solid drive.
Number 2, Chase Smith, is going to attempt the extra point.
Again, Michael.
There's a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it's going to be good. 3:25 left in the 3rd, Bobby. Osceola 37, Greenland 14. We'll take a timeout. Let the sponsors get a word in. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. Greenland has scored on a 4-yard touchdown run. The extra point was good, and right now with 3:25 left in the 3rd quarter, Osceola leads 37-14 over Greenland.
It's testament to Coach Larkin and this Greenland Pirate football team. They're not giving up. They're still here to play football.
And they're going to try to kick the onside kick, but it goes about 4 yards. And Greenland picks it up, and Osceola will have the option to take it right there, and I know they will. Great field position.
It is great field position for the Seminoles, and they come out of that little huddle, that little sugar huddle they have there on their kickoff team. It's a fire alarm break, and it seems to work well in disguising the kick, but this kicker just did not get his foot on the football well enough to go get it 10 yards.
Seminoles will have the ball 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line of Greenland. See if they can put together a good little scoring drive right here, Bobby. Shotgun formation for the quarterback. One man comes into motion. There's a snap. Looks to be Trey Moore. He's across the 50, across the 45, across the 40. Going to get to the 35-yard line and maybe be 1 yard short, what it looks like.
And again, that unselfish play by Brandon Johnson and Greg Hooks, both of them out there blocking. Brandon gets an excellent block, kicks his man out, and that gives Trey room to get up the field. 9-yard gains, good start to the drive.
Be 2nd down and 1 for Osceola. Ball sitting at the 36-yard line. Got to have the 35 or just right across the 35. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation. Brandon Johnson's the lone running back. And there's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to cross the 35. He's across the 30. Runs over a man to 25. Carrying about 4 Greenland Pirates down to the 20. He's at the 10. At the 5. And that is a touchdown, Seminoles. Folks, you're going to be able to see that run all night long on every news station you can pick up. He carried the whole 11 men from Greenland across the goal line, MJ Vance.
Yeah, we say it all the time. He's a truckload. He's a downhill runner. And then once he gets his momentum moving, he's hard to bring down. He's hard to tackle one-on-one, and apparently right there he's hard to tackle with several Greenland Pirates on his back. Solid run by MJ Vance.
Jacob O'Kane's going to attempt the extra point. There's a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is good. 2:29 left in the third quarter. Osceola 44. Greenland 14. We'll take a timeout. Let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminoles Stadium. Seminoles did score on a 35-yard touchdown run by MJ Vance. Extra point was good. Seminoles lead 44-14. Jacob O'Kane kicks a high end-over-end kick. It's going to go through the end zone. That will be a touchback, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Greenland.
Good kick there by Jacob. He kicks the ball into the end zone, and Greenland will start there at the 20-yard line and see if they can mount any more offense.
Greenland will have the ball 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Again, we've got 2:29 left in the third quarter, 44-14 Osceola. Rain has been falling since right before the half, maybe about a minute before the half. It started falling, and it's been falling ever since here at Seminole Stadium. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation once again. There's a snap. Going to give it to number 5. He is across the 20, 25. 30, still running, 35, runs over a man, tries to run over Brandon Johnson, and just all the way up to about the 38, 39-yard line, so that'll be a 1st and 10.
Little outside zone there by Greenland, and Mr. Jet Dennis, again, as advertised, he's a load of a runner as well, and he gets upfield and picks up a 1st down for the Pirates.
Heck of a ball runner right there. You know, he initiates the contact. He's not going to take it. He's going to lay it. Just good run there. Shotgun formation once again. And it's got to be a false start because 52 for Greenland. Left early. Yep, false start against Greenland. Be a 5-yard penalty. Go back to the 34-yard line. Be 1st and 15 for the Pirates.
Just got a little ahead of himself there and got a quick start. And that hurts Greenland. You have a solid first play there and get out there on 1st down, a good 1st down run by Jet Dennis, and you back yourselves up 5 yards.
Shotgun formation one more time. 3 wide receivers set. There's a snap. Going to give it to Dennis one more time. This time he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. And finally they're going to blow the whistle dead up to the 36-yard line. 2-yard gain. So it'll be 3rd down and 13 for the Pirates.
And it's a good stop there by the Seminole defense. And again, Jet Dennis running the football, running hard. Greenland has not quit yet.
Shotgun formation one more time. 3 wide receivers set. There's a snap. We'll give it to 16 on a little counter action. He's trying to get to the outside. He's got the speed, and Trey's going to knock him off. Just knocks him out of bounds. Takes out 2 or 3 people over there on the far side. And
that's another good run by Zaylen Bryant. He's an effective runner. They run that sweep action and get outside. Picks up positive yardage. Good stop there by Trey.
Ball sitting at right between the 36 and the 37-yard line. Trying to get the chain set because they took everybody out over there. It's going to be 3rd down and about 13. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw. Still looking to throw. Still looking to throw. He's going to roll. He's got a man wide open, and he just cannot bring it down. I'm talking about wide open. Would have been a 1st down, Bobby.
Yeah, Zaylen Bryant there, and he just doesn't catch the football. It's not a bad throw by Gabe Wilson. Bryant comes open, and you're going to give him a 4th down.
Fourth down, 13. Punt formation for the Greenland Pirates. And there's a snap. He drops the ball, and he gets it's kicked, and it's taken by Dan Newsom. He's across the 30, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Seminoles. And Bobby, he picked that up about the 27-yard line, it looked like.
Yes.
Off the block, and that's a 27-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
Punt return.
Yeah, punt return.
I was a little surprised he got the football off, but he did get the football in the air, and he was hit just as he kicked it, and just didn't go very far. And Dan catches it on the run with a head of steam, takes it into the end zone.
Jacob O'Kane's going to attempt the extra point. There is a snap. The hold is down. The kick is blocked this time, so it will be no good. So with 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, Osceola 50, Greenland 14. We'll take a timeout, let our sponsors get a word in. We're back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans. Seminoles just scored on a 27-yard punt return for a touchdown by number 1, Dan Newsom. The extra point was blocked. 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Seminoles lead 50-14.
And this game is going to speed up now, Michael. We're going to see the mercy clock start to run here.
Jacob O'Kane kicks the ball through the end zone, and Greenland will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Real quickly, Michael, we talk about some scores, update some scores. Boonville and Hoxie 28-28, tied up in the 3rd quarter.
Man,
we knew Prescott was gonna not go down easy. 3rd quarter, Pine Bluff Dollarway 22, Prescott 16. Harding Academy is scored a couple more times. Got that Newport down 45-18. McGee has widened the gap between themselves and Atkins 38-15.
Wow. I thought
we'll have a few more after this play.
I thought Newport would show a lot better against Harding Academy. Spread formation for the Greenland Pirates. Ball sitting at the 20-yard line. They're going to give it to their running back, though. He's across the 25, across the 30. Runs hard across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. And that's enough for a 1st down, be 1st and 10 for the Pirates. And, Bobby, again, you're seeing a lot of purple helmets.
You are. You got a lot of young kids out there playing. You got freshmen on the field. It's strength for your program when you can get these kids exposure.
There is a snap. They're going to give it to 16, and this time he's hit behind the line of scrimmage back to the 30-yard line. Be about a 1-yard loss, about a 2-yard loss. Be 2nd and 12.
A.J. Harris making a good stop there. And, Michael, we just We just had Harding score again, 51-18 now
Wow.
in the third quarter. Also, Glen Rose and Melbourne, the game we're watching, 28-26, Glen Rose in the third quarter.
Wow. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter, Bobby, with our score, Osceola 50, Greenland 14. We'll take a timeout, let our sponsors get one more word in before we start this fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And welcome back, Seminole fans, to Seminole Stadium. Bobby, you got any more scores over there?
Yeah, we've got an update. Crossett and Gosnell. Crossett 31, Gosnell 16. Camden Harmony Grove has widened the gap between themselves and Clinton, 32-14. And Rising has came on and gotten ahead of Lamar, 30-14.
Yep. So we got some good games, good ones to watch. That Boonville Hoxie game, I'm gonna tell you what, Hoxie's not a joke.
Hoxie can play. They play very, very well, and I am a little bit surprised that they've hung that tight, but that's going to be a good ball game.
As we start the fourth quarter, there's a snap. They're going to give it to number 16. He's got good rushing yards across the 35 up to about the 37-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down, third and about 4, Bobby.
And number 16, Zaylen Bryant, inside zone, and that young man's a fine running back in his own right. And he's handled the load tonight for Greenland and handled it well.
3rd and 4, shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to run this time. He's got positive yardage across the 40 up to about the 45-yard line. So have a first down, be 1st and 10 for the Greenland Pirates at the 45-yard line. 11:23 left in this ball game. Seminoles 50, Greenland 14.
And again, Greenland not giving up. They came to play, and they're going to continue to play hard to the end of the ball game. They're going to play to the final horn.
And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, and he does throw to number 16 out there. He's got positive yardage about 3 yards up to the 48-yard line. Be 2nd and 7.
Gabe Wilson to Zaylen Bryant. Looked like Wilson was looking on the left side of the field. Looked, and that was a check down. That's a fine play by Wilson not to take the sack.
2nd down and 7, ball set at the 48-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Pirates. There is a snap. He's going to give it to 16. He's crossed the 50, but he's hit by number 55, it looked like. And the whistle has blown. But they're going to give him positive yards up to the 48-yard line of Osceola, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 for Greenland.
Javion Wiley and Kamarian Brooks there on the tackle. Javion's played well tonight on the defensive front. We've called his number several times. He's been in the backfield a lot.
Got Seminoles running off the field, so we got some substitutions. Be 3rd and 3 for Greenland. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it this time, and he's going to get across the 45 up to about the 41-yard line. They're going to give him the 41-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Pirates.
I got to tell you, Michael, I'm becoming a Gabe Wilson fan. That young man runs the football hard. You're in a football game that's lopsided one direction, and he has no quit in him whatsoever. The kid is playing hard, and he's an athlete. That's a quality young man out there playing football.
Ball set at the 41-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Shotgun formation. And there is a snap. Quarterback's going to look to throw, rolling to his right, still looking to throw. He's going to throw it down, and he had a man and just overthrew him. It's going to fall incomplete.
Now he's got Chris Littleton bearing down on him, takes a big hit there at the end of that play. Still gets the football downfield where it was catchable. Zaylen Bryant just could not get his hands on it. And again, Gabe Wilson is out here playing hard. You know, it'd be easy to give up a little bit and put your head down, but this young man continues to fight.
Ball set at the 41-yard line, 2nd and 10 for the Pirates. Shotgun formation. There's a snap. We'll give it to number 5. He's across the 40, across the 35. Going to be hit at the 30. He'll go across the 30, maybe to the 29-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down, 1st and 10 for the Greenland Pirates.
I tell you, Michael, Jet Dennis hits the hole hard. He gets north and south quickly and does a really, really good job running the football.
Got a true freshman in it at linebacker, and they're going to throw a flag. We got a man looking to throw the ball, and it's going to just be incomplete. But we've got a flag, and we've got too many men on the field. Is what it was. They were trying to sub. Coach Hooks is trying to get some freshmen in and trying to get them on and off, and that's going to cost us a legal substitution. Again, 33, Skylar Young is playing linebacker, middle linebacker. That's a true freshman. Good to see that young man in there, and we'll try to give you some names and numbers as we go along here. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. And there's snap. Going to give it to the wrong running back. He's across the 20, across the 15 to the 10, all the way down to about the 7-yard line, 6-yard line. That's Jet Dennis. And it'll be first and goal from the 6, Bobby.
That's another good solid run by Jet Dennis. Again, we've seen a lot of young players for the Seminoles on the field, and the Greenland offensive line doing a job on them right now, getting some good push.
There is a snap. Going to give it to number 16. He's across the 5, and he's going to get in for a touchdown, 6-yard touchdown run by number 16. That is Zaylen Bryant.
That's that quick pitch they've ran all night. They've had success with it tonight. Zaylen Bryant, another good running back for the Pirates, and he gets in the end zone.
See what they do here on if they go for 2 or they're going to kick the extra point. Look like they're going to go for 2. Okay. Going for 2 here.
Go for 2.
Yeah. Everything's in tight. Jumbo package. There's a snap. Going to give it to the first man through, and let's see if he gets in. They're going to say no. He did not get in. So with 7:55 left in this ball game, Osceola 50, Greenland 20, and Bob, we'll keep it right here. And kind of surprised that they go for 2 there.
Go for 2. Number 9, Austin Davis, a large running back, gets in, gets the handoff and go for the 2, but wasn't successful.
They were just playing I don't know. Maybe they're just playing the points. Maybe.
I don't know what the point of that was. Coach Larkin definitely has something in his mind of why he wanted to accomplish that. And again, you got to give them all the credit in the world. The Pirates will not quit. They're going to continue to play hard in this football game.
Greenland's going to kick off. Osceola 50, Greenland 20. 7:55 left in this ball game. Again, we want to thank our game sponsors for tonight, the Haven of Northeast Arkansas, and Mr. Gary Tobar, candidate for State Representative District 55. We appreciate you so much. Greenland's going to kick the ball off right down the middle of the field. It's going to be taken at about the 21-yard line, trays across the 30 to the 35. And he's going to go down at about the 37-yard line. So it'll be first and 10.
Good run there by Trey. Good on the kickoff return. Get upfield and get good position for the Seminoles.
Be first and 10 for the Seminoles. Ball's marked at the 38-yard line. Again, we want to thank everybody listening to us on 96.3 Super Country on the radio. We appreciate Harold Sudbury allowing us to be on the premier station of Sudbury Broadcasting, Thunder Country 96.3. Also the Sudbury Radio Sports app. A lot of people listen to both of them. We appreciate y'all so much listening to us on the radio and the sports app.
Seminole offense back on the field.
Going to give it to number 23. It's across the 40-45. Oh, man, I tell you what. Number 23 for Osceola, Jonathan Stovall. Bobby, he shot out of there.
Jonathan's a quick kid. We've seen him a couple of times this year. He gets in late in some ball games. He's younger. He's a sophomore. He definitely possesses speed and hits the hole really hard.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line. Also seeing Dontaven Littleton check in at quarterback. Good to see Dontaven get some work at quarterback. It's a sophomore who will probably take the reins over after this year at quarterback.
Yep.
Shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers set. 4 wide receivers set. There's a snap. Gonna get to Stovall again. He's crossed the 50, and we got a flag by the referee. Stovall still trying to run, but we'll just have to see what the flag is for. He gets up to about the 46-yard line.
Again, I don't understand how you calling a false start after the play is happening.
It's a dead ball.
It's a dead ball foul, and I don't understand why they're allowing that play to continue. I'll defer to the official, though. He's paid to do this job. He's got to know what he's talking about.
They waved the flag off, Bobby.
He did wave it off. That's unusual.
I agree. Second down, ball sitting at the 40, between the 46 and the 47-yard line of Greenland. Seminoles going to run a little clock here. Coach Hook saying 50 should be enough. One thing about Coach Hook, folks, he will not run the score up on you.
Nope.
He is when it comes to being fair, he is as fair as they come. He's going to let this clock run down as far as it can before he snaps his football. And Greenland has jumped off sides. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Be close to a first down.
Michael just got an update that Hoxie has gone up 34-28 on Boonville. 34-28 with about 2 minutes left, and it is a 3rd and long for Boonville.
I'm going to tell you right now, Hoxie beats Boonville. That will be the game of the year.
That changes everything.
It does. It does. Nothing against Hoxie. Hey, we've seen them. They are good. The Powell brothers are as advertised. But, folks, there's a lot of people picking Boonville to win the state championship this year. We'll just have to see. I'm not one of them. The team I'm picking is right here in this purple and gold. There's a snap. Gives it to Stovall. He is across the 35, and he's across the 30. And a good run there by Stovall all the way down to the 29-yard line. And that will be a 1st and 10 for Osceola.
And we see a good run there inside zone by Jonathan Stovall. And he's doing the right thing there at the end when he gets contacted. He's got both hands on the football, securing the football. The last thing we want to do is have a fumble here.
Seminoles are running. They run the clock, Bobby. We're just sitting here, watching them run the clock.
That sign language we had going on there.
Shotgun formation. Littleton is your quarterback. Stovall one more time. He's across the 30 up to about the 20, 25, up to 24-yard line. And it's going to bring up second down, second and about 4.
2nd and 4. The Seminoles continue to drive with Don Taven at quarterback. Folks, we're going to Osceola's taking their time using all the play clock. Michael's going to make his way down on the field, try to get an interview with Coach Hooks at the end of the ball game. We got about 3:39 to go in the ball game. Ball snap, shotgun set. Don Taven Littleton hands the ball off to number 7. I think that's Alton Bournes. It is Alton Bournes there. Takes the handoff and goes for about 7 or 8 yards. It's going to be enough for a first down for the Seminoles. Don Taven Littleton remains your quarterback. Alton Bournes in the backfield. We got 3 wide receivers set. It looks like for the Seminoles. Again, Osceola using all the play clock. Clock's running. 3:09 left to go in the ball game. As you see on the screen, continue with a steady drizzle there and about a 10-mile-an-hour wind out of the north. Shotgun set. 2 wides to the field. Ball snapped. Handoff to Alton Bournes again. He gets about 3 yards, and he's hit really hard. Greenland knocks the ball loose. The officials are going to rule that Bournes was down prior to the ball coming loose. It's about a 2-yard gain by Bournes. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the Pirate 10-yard line. Again, Osceola is going to continue to milk the clock. 2:22 left to go in the football game. We got about 9 seconds on the play clock. Osceola is going to use all of that. Shotgun set, 3 wide to the field side, 3 to the boundary, 1 to the field. Handoff is again to Alton Bournes, and we got a flag on the play. Got 2 flags coming in on the play. It looks like one's going to be a holding on the Seminoles. Waiting on the official.
On the offense, 10-yard penalty, return second down.
Yep, it's going to be a hold against the Seminoles, 10-yard penalty. And that's going to move the football back to the 26-yard line of the Pirates. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 23 or 24. Osceola comes out, shotgun set, three wide to the boundary side, 1 to the field side. Dontaven Littleton is your quarterback. Alton Bournes is to his left, single setback. Ball snapped. Dontaven looks, it's a quarterback draw. And he runs upfield. He's going to gain about 8 yards. Going to bring the football up and bring up 2nd down. The ball is spotted at the Pirate 19-yard line. Again, Seminoles using all the play clock. 51 seconds left to go in the football game. Subbing in some young players. It's going to be 3rd down and about 17 for the Seminoles. Dontaven Littleton, still your quarterback, Alton Bourne, still the running back. There's the snap. It's going to be a jet sweep action to number 10, Ladarian Clayton. And he's going to be brought down for about a 1-yard loss. Going to bring up 4th down. Osceola will not have to snap the football again. There's 17 seconds to go in the football game, and that's going to bring us to the end of the football game. They don't have to snap the football anymore. Looks like Osceola's going to get out of here with a 2nd-round playoff win, 50-20 over the Greenland Pirates. And that is the ball game. Ball game is officially over at this point. I'd like to congratulate Coach Hooks and the Seminoles on a good win here. I'd like to also congratulate the Greenland Pirates. They played hard throughout the ball game, despite being down most of the ball game. They showed some real class out here. You can tell it's a well-disciplined football team, and we got to give Coach Larkin credit there. He brought a good crew into Osceola for a good football game. And let's go over our scoring recap now while we wait on Michael to find Coach Hooks. In the first quarter, 9:46 to go in the first quarter, we had a 2-yard TD run by M.J. Vance. Extra point was good by Jacob O'Kane, and it is 7-0 Seminoles. 5:12 to go in the first quarter. Number 5, Jet Dennis for the Greenland Pirates on a 2-yard TD run, and the extra point is good by Chase Smith, and we are tied at 7. 3:33 to go in the first quarter. Number 23, Jonathan Stovall on a 10-yard TD run, and Jacob O'Kane's extra point was good, bringing us to 14-7 Seminoles. 2:13 to go in the first quarter. We had a safety on a snap, on a high snap over the punter's head in the Greenland Pirate end zone. That resulted in the safety. 2 points brings us to 16-7 Seminoles. In the second quarter, 11:11 to go, we had a 26-yard interception, pick 6 by number 12, Anthony Harris, and the Jacob O'Kane extra point was good, bringing our score to 23-7 Osceola. 8:51 to go in the second quarter. Number 4, Trayvon Moore, had a 14-yard TD run, and Jacob O'Kane's extra point was good, and that brings the score to 30-7 Osceola. 6:30 to go in the second quarter. Number 4, Trey Moore again on a 49-yard touchdown run, and the extra point good by Jacob O'Kane brings our score to 37-7 at the half. Osceola ahead at the half. In the third quarter, 3:25 to go in the third quarter. Number 5, Jet Dennis, had a 4-yard TD run for the Greenland Pirates. Chase Smith made the extra point and brought our score to 37-14. At 2:29 to go in the third quarter, number 2, MJ Vance, had a 35-yard TD run. And, ladies and gentlemen, that was a grown man run from MJ Vance. Brought our score. The Jacob O'Kane extra point is good and brought our score to 44-14. Here we go, folks. Michael has got Coach Hooks. He's down on the field now.
All right, guys, I'm down here on the sideline. Coach Robert Hooks. Coach Hooks, get an early score. They come in and get a score on you right after that. Then your defense just steps up and plays really good, gives your offense plenty of time to get the ball down the field. Just talk a little bit about your ball team here tonight.
Well, just proud of the way our guys came out and played. That first half was a great first half. I thought defensively we played good. We still missed way too many tackles, so that's something we're going to have to fine-tune. But I thought our guys in the secondary at linebacker were in different spots, which, prolonged him trying to find somebody, and we were able to get pressure on him. So I'm very proud of our team.
Coach, offensively, you seem like you didn't have any trouble. You did have some times where some things just didn't go your way on offense, but when you needed your team to step up, they come out there in the second half, get an early score on you, and MJ Vance takes the team down the field and puts them in the end zone.
Wow, what a run. What a run. I mean, right there, that's all you can do is shake your head. That's a big-time play. He's a big-time player, and big-time players make those kind of plays. Glad he's on our team.
Thank you so much, Coach, for taking your time to be with us out here in this rain. Good luck next week. We'll be right here at home again. Call Trey Moore over here. Folks, number 4, Trey Moore is our player of the game. Trey, what a ball game tonight. It seemed like everything that happened on offense tonight, it just kind of flowed through you. Just talk a little bit about your players. Talk a little bit about the offensive scheme here tonight.
I mean, the offense, we went good. Had a good week through practice. Can't do it without the front line. And my boys, the receivers, we had to work hard, play hard, did what we had to do.
Trey, every time the coach asks you to step up, whether it's go out and catch a ball that's thrown to you or the speed sweep or whatever it takes, kickoff return, you're always there. Bobby calls you Mr. Dependable. That's one of the big things that we rely to you because you're always in the right place at the right time. Just talk a little bit about your preparation and we play another week, be week 3 next week.
I mean, I go through my process every day at practice, returning. You got to have good vision, return the ball, you have a good block. Can't do it without the boys up front.
I agree 100%. Hey, our tonight's player of the game, Mr. Trey Moore. Good game tonight, Trey. We'll get ready for next week.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. Back to you, Bobby.
All right, folks, there you have it. Coach Robert Hooks' first playoff win for the Seminoles this season, and then Trey Moore there giving the credit to his line. We'll finish our scoring recap at 55.4 seconds to go in the third quarter. We had a 27-yard punt return for a touchdown by Dan Newsom, and the extra point was no good. It was blocked. That brought our score to 50-14, Osceola. Then in the fourth quarter, 7:53 to go in the fourth quarter, number 16, Zaylen Bryant for a 6-yard TD run for the Greenland Pirates. The 2-point conversion was no good, and that concludes our scoring for the football game, bringing us to our final score of 50-20. The Osceola Seminoles pick up the win in their first playoff game of the 2019 season. And folks, we've got some scores from around the area. There's been a shocker at Boonville. Hoxie wins that football game 34-28. That ball game has gone final. Hoxie advances. We've been telling you all year that the Powell brothers were as advertised. They are solid football players, and that football team is solid. They will make some noise there. Boonville, one of the favorites in the 3A to win the state championship, is put out by Hoxie. Another game that we were watching closely, Pine Bluff Dollarway led the majority of the football game over Prescott, but in the end it has gone final. Prescott 23, Dollarway 22. Prescott advances. Prescott, again, is another one of those favorites that we've been talking about in 3A, and they advance. Harding Academy has won their football game over Newport 58-24. 58-24, Harding Academy advances. Atkins and McGee. McGee has widened the gap again, 44-29, McGee. Right now, Glen Rose and Melbourne. It looks like Melbourne. Has that gone final, Gage? All right, that ball game is still in the fourth quarter, but right now Melbourne's ahead, 34-28. The Rison Lamar game has gone final. Rison comes back to win that football game 36-20. Rison, another favorite in the 3A, has advanced. Camden Harmony Grove is up on Clinton 46-14. That ball game has stayed true to form. Camden Harmony Grove again ahead. Melbourne just scored again and has made the score. Melbourne Glen Rose 40-28. And also Crossett and Gosnell, the last reported score we had, that game on our sister station, the last reported score we had was 31-6. Michael, I don't know if you see that Hoxie score, but they pull it out on a pickoff, on an interception at the end of the football game. Hoxie has advanced and Boonville is done.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. That is the upset of the year, folks. And look, if you're a Hoxie fan, you're saying we knew it. We knew it could happen. But I'm going to tell you, me and Bobby talked about it. We picked Boonville. We just thought that Boonville would be hard to beat at Boonville. But we also talked about them Powell brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell y'all, folks, they're special. They're special. And for them to go down in Boonville, folks, you just don't go to Boonville and win. You just don't do it. But for Hoxie to go to Boonville and knock off Boonville tonight, it is huge. So what that means, folks, there will be a new state champion.
That's correct. And Gosnell and Crossett has gone final, 31-6. Crossett picks up the win there, 31-6, and Gosnell is done for the year. That leaves the Osceola Seminoles, the only team in Mississippi County still playing.
Looks like Melbourne up 40-28, folks. That's the game we're watching. We'll get the winner of that one. Right now, it looks to be Melbourne, and if they went to Glen Rose and won, that's another. That's huge. Camden Harmony Grove big over Clinton. Let's see, Prescott's come back to beat Dollaway 23-22. What a game there, folks. Let me tell you something just real quick. When you're in these playoffs, second round, third round, anybody can beat anybody. I'm going to tell you, because it's no more that, oh, well, if we don't get it, we'll just play again next week. No. You're to the point right now, you're playing for your seniors. You're playing for your right to stay alive. And for Hoxie to go down to Boonville tonight and win, that is huge. Coach Sears, hats off to Coach Sears. Man, I'm going to tell you what. If you made that trip to Boonville and you're a Hoxie fan, it'll be an easy drive back. I promise you that. Easy drive back. Bob, we got anything else here before we?
McGee is up 44-29 on Atkins in the fourth quarter. Harmony Grove has gotten a 2-point conversion. They're up 46-14 over Clinton. Glen Rose and Melbourne is 42-28 Melbourne. And of course Harding is 58-24 Harding over Newport. Those games are all in the fourth quarter and should go final pretty soon.
Do we have a final yet on that Melbourne game? Is that?
That's not. It is not final. It's in the fourth quarter. 24.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 42-28 Melbourne.
42-28. So wow. Either way, there were two good football teams, Bobby. Glen Rose and Melbourne. We've played Melbourne here before, twice. I mean, so they're not going to be a bad football team at all. So whoever it is next week, folks, it's the third round of the playoffs. It's Thanksgiving. Bobby, I'm going to tell you something. It's special when you get to play on Thanksgiving. What I mean by Thanksgiving week.
That's correct. And I'm sure the team will come away with a good Thanksgiving meal, and they want to come out here and play good, solid football next week against. Looks like it's going to be against Melbourne if nothing changes.
But what they do is they'll practice all week long just like normal. School's out, but the football team will still come out like they always do. On Thanksgiving morning, they'll come out probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock. They'll have a practice till about 10. Then they go in and have breakfast. They have a breakfast as a family, as a team, and then he turns them loose about 11:30 to be with their family the rest of the day. And then on Friday, it's nothing but business. It's time to get back down to business. But, so, hey, we live to see another day. How about that?
It's a good, solid football game tonight by Osceola. 339 total yards, Michael. That's right there at the season average.
It is.
On a night that turned a little bit sloppy on us. We thought it wouldn't be. But again, Greenland puts only 286 yards on the field, and that's below their season average. Again, testament to that defense.
But Bobby, 286 yards comes with second half of ninth graders, 10th graders in the ball game. So I mean, he let a lot of people get rest. Took most of our starters out, and that's where it came from. Nevertheless, hey, good season for the Greenland Pirates. Be careful going home tonight in this rain. I know exactly where Greenland's at because I go to Fayetteville quite often, We pass that exit every time we go. So I hope they get back safe and everything's good with them. They had a great season. Bobby, I want to thank our sponsors. All of our sponsors on the Seminole Nation YouTube and Facebook page. One more time, I want to thank our game sponsors, the Haven of Northeast Arkansas, and Gary Tobar for State Representative District 55. Also want to thank Miss Denise Berg back at the station. Without her, it just doesn't happen. That's all I can say to you. It does not happen. So I want to thank her so much for keeping us together tonight. Not only we were on the Sudbury Radio Sports app, we were also on the 96.3 Super Country. And folks, I've been told by Harold Sudbury, we keep winning. We're going to be on 96.3 again next week. So it's excellent. We're going to be back on 96.3 next week and also on the Sudbury Radio Sports app. We appreciate Mr. Harold Sudbury so much for allowing it to happen, and Miss Denise Berg for keeping us straight here tonight on the radio. I want to thank Mr. Jay Gonzalez. He is our director/producer. Does an excellent job with the graphics that you've seen up here tonight. He got our game sponsors up, also our premier sponsor, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas. Please appreciate him so much for what he does. Every week, folks, he goes above and beyond to do what he does, and we appreciate him so much. He's the best in the business, Bobby, right?
He is the best in the business. He is.
I promise you. And he's not for sale. We got him in a lucrative 25-year contract.
He's locked down. He's locked down.
Right. So anybody, don't call him. Don't touch him. We got copyright laws and all that stuff. I guess that's what it is when you tamper with folks. I also want to thank my son, Mr. Gage Eflin. He is a cameraman tonight. He'll drive you crazy, make you want to jump out this booth, but he does an excellent job with the camera, and he also does a great job with the getting us our scores from around the 3A. Coach Thompson always gets us our stats. He brought us a big thing of stats before the game. He brings us our stats at halftime. He brings us our stats after the game. He does an excellent job. Been doing this a long time. Not only did he coach for Osceola, he's a teacher at Osceola, and he does stats right now for Osceola, and he does an excellent job. Without him, we could not do this either, and we appreciate all the help we get. Folks, it's a group effort. I promise you that. You'll never hear me or Bobby or anybody say, I did this and I did that. There's a lot of people involved with this, and we appreciate it so much. That's what it's all about. What it's all about is bringing you Seminole football every Friday night. That way people from all over the United States can see it, and that's what it's all about for us.
And we've seen that tonight, Michael. We went through some of the people that are viewing us, and you got people in Tennessee and people in Nevada and in places like that, in Florida, that are watching these football games. That's what this is all about. It's getting the Seminole brand out there and letting those folks who are interested in Seminole football, or whether they have family here, they're alumni, giving them the opportunity to watch these Seminoles play.
That's exactly right. And Jade, we don't have to get in that vehicle and drive that 5 hours after the game tonight. We get to go home and get in our bed. The Razorbacks are going to be on the road tomorrow at LSU. It's going to be a tough game. We got a lot of trouble on the hill right now, but they're going to get it worked out. Usually me and Jade are on our way to Fayetteville after the game. When they got a home game, we love to go watch the Seminoles, the Razorbacks, I'm sorry. But tonight we're going to get to go home and get in that bed, so we're happy about that. So, folks, final score tonight, Osceola 50, Greenland 20. I was looking at the wrong thing right here. Big game for the Seminoles tonight, and we have another home game next Friday night, folks. I want to tell you, we need these stands full next Friday night here at Seminole Stadium. Don't wait on it. It's going to be a good game, and we look forward to round 3 on Thanksgiving weekend. So for my partner in crime, my cousin Bobby Eflin, for Jay Gonzalez, for Gage Eflin, for Miss Denise Berg back to the station, we're going to say good night from Seminole Stadium.